Arena here in San Antonio, Texas. My name is Zova.
My name is Carla.
And we are going to be your casters today for the R20 Premier League today. So we got some good matchups today. I'm excited to be back here at R20 for the 2025 and 2026 season. Excited. It was a long summer break, but here we are back again. We're starting it back up again with the R20, and we're going to get some good games going on with these schools and all these players fighting off with each other for the next a few hours today. So welcome to the stream, everybody. Missed you guys, but we're glad that we're back, and we're going to run it back again. So tell me, for the matchups for the Valorant, what are you excited about for when it comes like to the agents? That do you think? What type of agents do you think these players are going to be choosing for these maps?
I'm actually excited to see if somebody's going to play stage. I hardly ever see stages.
I'm excited. It actually looks like we are already starting it off on round 5. Looks like it's 2-2. Oh, 0-0 right now. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. But right now we are starting it off pistol round. We got Coogs versus Cast A. So should be a really good close game. And we're going to be seeing these matchup, or Harlan Hawks, I apologize, not Cast A. Harlan Hawks versus Coogs. They're facing it off right now. Viper's pushing up. Valea's going to take down Kaza. He's going to trade it out. Dante's going to take down Valea, and the Dasher's going to take down Cars. So it is, I believe it is a 2v4 situation in Defender's favor right now. Working the way through the spike. The Viper's wall is going up, causing delays to the attackers. Omen smoke going down. Working their way towards the A site. Looks like Yoru and Cypher working their way towards the back. Spike is in the hands of Viper.
Shadows traveling.
Go through the door.
Oh, looks like Cypher is
The
30 seconds left.
Dante gets the spike planted.
One enemy
Dante
remaining.
Gets a double. He's going to take down. I missed my Ben and Dasher, so down goes two players on the defensive scene. It is a 2v1 situation right now. It is all up to the Clove coming down onto the site. He's working his way. What is he going to be able to do? Is he be able to stop these two guys?
Last player standing.
Oh my gosh! He picks up the Viper. Oh my gosh, Deep. Almost choked that, but finally gets it down, takes down Erm's mess, and they are going to get the first round of the day on the pistol round on the attacker side. Great job from them.
We're just here waiting to see what kind of setup we're looking at. Our Viper is going to be setting up in B side.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to work their way towards possibly a mid or a C. But we'll see which strategy and rotations that they're going to be working their way into the site. But yeah, great first round of the R20 Premier 2025-2026. So a lot more rounds to come as we move along into this next round. Second to go. Viper wall's going down. Deep is going to work his way. He's going to shoulder peek, try to see if he can spot anybody out. The Fade just gets away in time from the Viper wall, so it doesn't just get spotted yet.
And it seems like they're about to end on B side. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks like a split push. We got a 3A and 2B. Spike is mid right now with Raze and I believe it's Vise going down towards the B side, but it looks like the defenders have caught onto this and they are not going to go C, so they're going to start doing the rotations towards the A and back of B site right now. Slowly working. I Miss My Bed's going to go back with the Cypher towards C, try to see if there's any late lurkers going on. He's going to push down, he's going to take down Dasher. Gets the first pick of the round. They're going to push up onto B side. Cars going to take down Erm's Mess. So Erm's Mess is going to take down another. Yuki's going to plant the spike, and it is a 5v3 situation.
Where are you? One enemy remaining.
He's going to take down Valea. Yuki's going to take down Miss My Bed. It is all up to the defender of Yuri. So Yuri's going to work his way towards A. What can he do? He's on an eco round, so 1v5 is going to be very tough to retake. Okay, Dante's going to take Redster, and down goes Redster. Another round win for the attackers.
That Viper believes she's in control. She is not.
Yeah, no, definitely good execution from them. I think that was a really good strategy, doing a little split push towards A and B. Definitely caught the defenders off guard there to be able to counter and rotate just in time, but great job from them, and they are up 2-0 currently.
Right now it seems like they're going to have the Viper setting up wall towards A side.
That's what I think. I think we're in a technical timeout right now, so it looks like someone's PC has to be checked just to make sure everything is being properly handled. But big shout out to the production team. They're working hard in the back. I know that they're putting a lot of work effort into this for us to put us a show today. So huge shout out to them, doing a great job. Also, while we're here in this technical timeout, want to give a huge shout out to our other caster that's usually here, but unfortunately he's not here for this event to start up R20. This is Tanner. Usually he's one of the main casters here that helps out here at Techport R20. Currently, he just got married yesterday, so huge congrats to him and Paloma Thompson. So huge shout outs. They are currently on enjoying their honeymoon, so unfortunately they couldn't make it to the R20, but super huge congrats to their marriage. And super happy for them, but I know for sure he'll be back at the next R20 next month, so yeah. It's looking like a C push from the attackers.
Vice is going to be lurking towards B side.
Yeah.
Viper is still on B.
Ooh, look at this angle by Valea.
That's a really nasty angle.
Yeah, that is. But it looks like the Viper already crossed it, so doesn't know or have any vision of what's going on. That Viper wall is pretty good. Yuki gets the first pick on I Miss My Bed, but gets straight up by Breadster. Dashers get take down cars. They're working their way towards the C site right now. Kaza is going to get that spike planted in the back corner. The defenders are working their way. Fade, Dog going down. Another one goes out. Akaza stopping the delay. Kaza delays towards the defenders, but it is all up to these guys to be able to retake this site. Viper is all the way in the back. It's all Omen all alone on site right now as he gets taken down. Valea gets a double on Akaza deep. It's all up to K Dante to be able to hold this. Gets the molly off on one of the defenders, but Dasher's going to close it out. Dante is going to take him down, and the defenders are going to get their first round win of the game, 1-2. So right now, the attackers, unsure the specific school team, but they are up 2-1 currently against the defensive team. So once we could get some information up soon, we'll be able to see more information. So unfortunately, we're having a little bit of difficulties right now, but we will get that fixed as soon as possible. That is a nice knife.
Yeah, that is.
I like these setups with this Viper. You know, got the good little poison orb, got a good Viper wall on the defensive side, on the A side, but I believe that's the attacking Viper. But look at the defensive one in the middle of the map. It just kind of just
Across both sides, that's actually a really good wall. Really
yeah,
good setup.
especially when they have to walk through that and they lose half their HP. It's really good for damage at the beginning. Valea is already tagged 7 HP, only has an outlaw to work with, or a marshal to work with, so we'll see what they could be able to do here as they're hitting on the back of the site, just holding it down. Valea is super tagged up though, so very crucial.
Walking up close towards the B site. Oh, Yuki gets a pick on I Miss Bed.
Huge pick by Yuki. We got 3 attackers pushing towards the B right now. Dashers get to take down cars. Kaza's going to trade him down. Dasher and Kadante are going to get theirs onto the defensive team. So now they just took down 2 players on the B side, but they're going to work their way towards A as the Cypher that was holding it down has been taken down and no traps available to be able to help and delay the other team attackers pushing it. So now the remaining squad of the defenders of Breadster and the Omen or Fade are coming down to be able to retake this. Yuki gets another one on Breadster, 9 HP to go, but it's not enough to stop him. He's gonna get the 3K. Valea gets taken down, and Yuki solidifying his another team round win on the attacker side, 3-1.
That was actually a very, very good round from, I'm so sorry. Like I said, technical difficulties. We cannot see the names of the schools, but Yuki really did a great job there, walking up to C site and getting the site for his team.
Yes, I do believe, I think they are the Coogs. I think the attackers are Coogs, and I think the defenders are Harlan Hawks, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a 50-50 chance, so we will have to just see.
Yes.
It could be the Harlan Hawks. But yeah, once we get back into the game, we'll be able to see a little bit more information. Just fortunately, just trying to get things worked out. It's the first R20, so expected delays. We're
looking at a full push here on A site.
I do like this full push.
Yeah.
I don't think they're the Breadster Valet are going to be ready for this. Are they on eco? Not too sure.
The defending side, yes.
Satchel out.
Oop. Satchel just got wasted by Yuki. That could be crucial. And here we go, another round. Cypher putting up his scrap.
Where are you?
Here we go from the attackers. Clone goes down. They get the flash, but Cars and Akash are going to take down both defenders on A. So that leaves A wide open for them to take. Ray's ult going out, but there's no point on really utilizing it because there's nobody there to use it off of. So Akash is going to get the plant, and then the rest of the defenders are working their way
Spike
towards the
planted.
site. Possibly retake this, or they might have to potentially save.
Yuki goes down over here on Haven.
I missed my bed, takes one. It is a 3v4. Attackers have spike planted. They're working their way towards the site right now to be able to counter this and this time.
Toxin screen down.
Yep, Dasher, great spot by
One
Kibati,
enemy
holding it
remaining.
down towards the Dasher was not able to read off of that, and the rest of the defenders go down as they try to come and retake it. And another round win for the Harlan Hawks. Great job for them, 4-1.
Seems like we're going to be able to go for a full buy over here with the Coogs.
Yeah, already a hot start from Pedante right now, 8-2 right now, carrying the team, the Harlan squad. So good job from him, putting up those Viper walls. Very good delays, very good damage, and just good execution from their team comp right now. You know, with the Viper, Raze, Omen combo with a little bit of a fade in action, it's just such a good combo, especially in the team comp, to go against, especially players like Yoru or the Valea, the fade, where they can only do so much against them.
Grenade! Bomb buddy out.
That also has one too. I think. Cause fatal getting dropped out here. Cypher slow down, but he gets taken down. The fake through gets flashed, but nothing really coming. More people are pushing to see. Yuki's getting aggressive. Trying to get up on top of the box with the satchels. I believe all the members on the C got taken down. So now the remaining squad on the Clark Coogs are trying to rotate to retake this spike.
Spike
That
planted.
was planted by Cars. And here we go from the door. Viper Molly's going out by Dasher. Let's see what he can do with his bucket. If he gets one kill, he can pop a Viper ult just in time. We'll see what he can do to execute. Shots going down, gets taken down. Yuki and Cars get a double.
Last
Red's
player
cleared.
standing.
It's just Trade City right now. It is all in a 1v2 right now. Gets M's mess. What can he do in this 1v2 retake to be able to take these two members and defuse the spike? Is he going to push it? He does have ult.
Dropping
He's got to be careful. He's running out of time. That spike is about to pop. He needs to push up very, very, very soon. Running gun through the smoke, trying to get a lucky headshot. Not much he can do. He's pushing up. Still trying to get a good running gun.
One enemy remaining.
Yep. Ooh. Deep didn't get out in time. He was deep into that site. But no, great round from them, holding it down. It was looking a little scary at the end, but you know, it comes down to the time. Like at some point, when you're gonna push the spike, you have to know like when's enough time to be able to take two people out and when to defuse in time. If you know it's just not enough time, you're better off just saving that Vandal. Just going GG, go next. Like there's plenty more rounds to go. But yeah, sometimes with those moments, you have to be really decisive in your decision making. Otherwise, you're gonna get caught off guard like that. Spike. But it ended up working out because already again that fast 8 push from the Harlan Hawks is a really good push and execution that they have on their strategy game. So every time they do it, they push on top. Yuki gets another one on Dasher. It's only I missed my bet and M's mess being able to contest this spike that has been towards A. I missed my bet, gets a three.
One enemy remaining.
Deep gets it out, but I missed my bet, gets another one. M's Mess is gonna
Last player standing.
but down goes to Cypher. It's all up to M's Mess with that Clove ult. What can he do? He needs to either get an AK or damage assist to survive. Otherwise, he will be taken down. What he's gonna do is enough time? No, isn't able to get anyone. Wastes the ult, unfortunately, and another round win from the Harlan Hawks, coming out 6-2-1.
The Harlan Hawks are looking very strong.
Yep, they woke up, they said, hey, we came here to play, and we ain't messing around today. So that's that's going on. But it's a long season. Just because they're doing bad now doesn't mean they're gonna turn it around and come back later, because the game is not over. It's only 6-1. There's always a chance. It's always a possibility, even at the worst. There's always you gotta remain calm, cool, and collected in these moments. And that's what will help you bring you back as a team, and it'll bring you back to a potential victory. Yuki with the judge, this could be deadly. So going down, the cluster's gonna be using the Viper, but Viper is tucked up here. Down goes the Satchel. Ooh, Akaza, Reagan taking after, and Yori ult going out. Spots the raise, getting aggressive with that judge. Pushes himself out of the smoke. Spots, I missed my bet. Is it gonna acknowledge that because he missed the set for there? He's not gonna push it. He's gonna let this Akaza take him down. Rest goes down. Kadante's gonna take that SMS, but
one enemy
Valea
remaining.
On D cards takes a Valea. It's a 3v1 situation right now. Spike is planted already, so it's all up to I missed my bet with this Vandal. What can he do in this 1v3?
We do see that they are holding on this site very strong.
Ooh.
Kick with the Marshall.
Through the wall. A little wall bang action.
Remember, nobody's a hero when they're crying.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Great execution. Good round win from the Harlan Hawks, and you know they're just playing their game right now. They're very good at their strategy. They're good at their utility usage. They're very good at pushing out together as a team and trading off of each other when they need to. And I just think, unfortunately, with the Coogs, they're just struggling.
Isolate and exterminate.
Individual one-on-ones of trading off of each other.
Toxins going up.
Where come out on top of these situations. Good hold right now from the defensive team. Delays, but unfortunately it's not working out well.
Toxin screen down.
It's like a slower push by the Harlan squad. Also gets
Toxin screen down.
Ooh, dash. It's a double. Takes down Yuki.
Spike down A.
I have the spike. Cars and Akaza finish it out. It's a 2v3 right now, so the rest of the squad, I missed my bet in M's Mess. Again, another duo situation. They're having to retake this spike, but on the bright side, both Cars and Akaza are very tagged.
Where are you?
So let's see what they can be able to do.
We don't have any ultimates on the defensive side. We'll see what kind of info we can gather from them.
Ball going up. Mess gets tagged by the fade. Ooh, I missed my bet.
Cage to last player standing.
Gets traded out by Kadante. Mess doesn't know where the Kadante was. Maybe it was a little bit miscommunication, but now knows that there's a Viper there and knows there's one site. Low in HP, 15 HP, very limited time left to go to be able to get the spike defused in time. I think he's just better off just saving and calling it a day on this one.
Maybe we can rotate that Vandal by MCS. We do have an ultimate one back from Zapper. We'll see if that's actually going to be able to go down to be able to hold on to the 8 site.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be able to contest a little bit better. I just think that unfortunately they're not winning their one-on-ones, and they're just not playing.
They may be playing a little too aggressive.
Yeah, and I think for the defensive side, like sometimes aggressive can work out, but sometimes it can really cost you. And so sometimes just hold it back and just play together as a team. If you're just going to play retakes, at least push together as a team and come up with strategies like with the flashes, with the smokes. It can definitely help.
Time to jump.
But yeah, right.
Gun here. Gun here.
Face your fear! Fire!
Absolutely on fire today. He is feeling it. Yuki gets a ult raise ult on one of the members. Valea gets taken down as well, and once again, they're gonna get that spike planted really, really quickly onto C site. And right now, it's Redster and M's mess. First pick on the defensive.
One
Huskies
enemy
take it
remaining.
down.
He took down M's mess.
He knows.
Okay,
Yep.
who's got the snacks?
Bit of pressure.
Yep, Yuki read it, and he breaded Redster up bad. Took him down, but good job from him. Right now, yeah, Harlan Hawks, they're just on a roll right now. 9-1 this first half. We haven't even switched sides yet. Yeah, they're having the ball right now. To start off R20, not a bad start.
If the Coogs get a round here, goes on the
It could be possible. It could be possible. It's looking really, really tricky. I just don't think
That's one.
game. Redster gets one on
Toxin
Yuki.
screen
You
down.
can trade it out, Valea. 4v4. But here comes the Dante Viper out. And they're working towards the A
Nice
side.
guy.
Redster gets the headshot on deep through the smoke.
Spike
Huge,
planted.
huge save from him. It is a 4v3 right now. Coogs have the advantage. Akaza is going to take down Redster on the flank. Akaza lurking from the B, but Dasher's trading it out. 3v2.
Toxins
Viper
going
ult
up.
is still put up right now temporarily. Spike has been planted. They need to start pushing very, very soon.
Toxin screen
Flank.
down.
Dasher does have an ult to work with as well. I don't think it's going to pop it this round, but is going to hit that flank with that door. Is going to bait it out just a second. Kadante knows that there's somebody pushing. Kadante takes down Dasher. The spike is being defused by
Last player standing.
Maybe it was hold. Kadante's going to trade it out. Cars takes down M's mess. And once again, Harlan Hawks save the
Last round
once
before
again.
the switch.
They go up another round win, 10-1.
This is a very, very
What was looking like a really good round from the Coogs last round unfortunately fell apart. Unfortunately, but Harlan Hawks, they are on a spree right now. They are popping off. Valea, oh no, gets taken out by Cars. Viper, and here we go once again on the fast rush push.
Bring that out.
Maybe a B, but Jewelry Flash goes out. Baits one of the guys, but only enough to just stop for just a couple of seconds. Kaz is going to get that spike planted once again.
Spike planted.
We're seeing the aggressive. Cars is going to get one. Redster trades down Cars. 4v3, and the attacker's favored right now.
Fake
Dasher
teleport.
takes out Yuki, so
Cutting
down
through.
goes down Yuki. That was a big one. If they could take down Kadante, it could really apply a lot of pressure on the Cox. But Redster, down. Redster with a huge
My
flank.
own
Sorry,
man.
Dante,
Enemy
huge
remaining.
pick by him. Dasher's gonna take out Deep as well. They're gonna get a trade, bolt again, and no, there we go. Redster and Dasher finally get another good round win for the Coogs, and Dasher's gonna get that defused, and they finally get a round win. Good job.
Portal closed.
good.
Switching sides.
That was a good way to finish the first half. That was definitely a really good finish. So now they gotta keep that momentum going. If they can win this pistol round, that'll be huge because then it's gonna force the other team to be on an eco. And that's gonna be on their bonus. So then it'll really be into their favor if they can come out on top. So we'll see. Potentially, or a fast B push. Got the little Cypher.
This should do.
Cypher tripwires going out for the back if they're going to get potentially flanked. Good little setup right there. Raise boom bot going down to delay. Yuki already spots one with the boom bot. Raise nades going down to delay. Yuki already spots a couple people. He's going to let his teammates know to start rotating. Down goes down. Valea gets taken down. Yuki gets the first one. Cars come down.
Spike down.
One
enemy remaining.
Yuki absolutely on fire with the 3K. 1v3 right now. It is all up to Dasher. Dasher's hitting that flank towards the back. of their spawn, but is it enough to be able to get this 1v3 and stop that spike from being planted? Yeah, so it looks like spike was dropped, so he's going to go pick it up.
Grenade!
It seems like
They're dead.
it's picked off by Dasher.
I have the
The
spike.
team knows where he's
4 seconds left. Doesn't know if anyone's on C or not. He's going to book it towards C. Should be able to get a plant if he hurries it up. Doesn't realize that both. Ooh,
my
wait.
goodness. Hold
Dasher is dashing out of that side.
30 seconds
he is
left.
faking it out. 27 seconds. He faked it towards C. He's actually going to go towards B. Wow. Well, I don't know. Little does he know they're both.
One enemy remaining.
Oh no, Dasher.
No, he pulled out the knife. Gets pulled off by Kedontae.
Unfortunate. Got a little greedy. I guess he probably thought that his teammate wouldn't be where he was, but little did he know he was right there ready for the trade, and that's what happened. Unfortunately, it looked like it was a clutch. Thought potentially happened with Dasher. Unfortunately, fell apart. So nice try by him, but the Harlan Hawks go up another round win on the second half from the pistol round 11-2.
Find you.
Didn't really get much of it. Yuki's already on the rotation with A. Looks like a little fast push from Clark Coogs. Trying to do a B push. Look out for Holmes. Dasher's going to do a play. We don't know Yuki's up there. Dasher's just sticking it anyway. He doesn't even care. He's going up, gets one on Yuki. Valea's going really quick, but Akaz gets traded out with the classic. Another
player
one. He
standing.
gets a double. Oh no, down goes Ems, and I missed my bed. What was looking like a good hold by the Coogs is falling apart once again. It is all up to Dasher. This 1v2. Can he stop Akuza from planning? No, Deep is going to take him down. Deep with the 3K. Great round and great hold
No
by
button.
the
Save the day.
Harlan Hawks. Oh, 12-2.
Well played from both teams.
Match
Here
point.
we are going into match point. Wow, Dante's just on a roll. 15 and 5. 11 assists. Only 5 deaths? Not bad at all. I'm really curious to see if the Coogs can potentially bring it back a couple more rounds.
I do believe they can. It is very doable.
We'll see what's going on. Pushing it up right now with Yuki Card. Yuki gets taken down, turned out by Redster. Redster with that Bulldog. Going nuts right now. Dasher.
I have the spike.
Yep. He's got one of the lurkers. Got greedy and push it up from A.
Time to jump.
So now they're going to rotate. They're actually going to work their way towards B. Flash by Redster going down. Fade. Dog's going out. Smoke. Dante's gonna take down M's mess. I believe that's smoke. Wow, great shot by him. And Spike has already been planning on B. It is all to Akaza, Kars, and Kadante to be able to take down these 4 attackers and defuse the spike.
Kars is
Toxins going up. My ultimate isn't ready.
Last player standing.
Ooh, Akaza gets another one on Dasher. What can Akaza do? It's a 1v2. Spike is running out of time. I missed my bed, and Bretster, they have to push to keep themselves into this game. What can they do? Akaza's going to hold it. He's going to get the phantom. He's going to run away. He's not even going to fight it. Oh, wow. Great attack win by Coogs.
12-3.
They saved themselves another round. Not bad, not bad. Holmes Huskies, they tried their best, but it wasn't, or Harlan Hawks, they tried as much as they could, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. Coogs came out a little bit strong. They're still not going out without a fight.
The Coogs seems to be they're picking it up. 12-3 right now. They're going to make it a turnaround.
Yeah, we'll see. I still think there's a possible chance. If they play like that last round.
Grenade!
that was-
Satchel up.
Dante there. You agree with that, Bucky. Breadsters taking down Dante, slowing down their pace a little bit. Defenders are getting a little greedy. Gotta be careful not to get too greedy. Don't allow free wins from the Coogs to be able to come back and climb themselves back.
Spike planted.
Harsh trying to get a lucky headshot through the wall and be able to take something off of it. Just gives the Cypher a haircut.
Retrieving flash.
Cover going out.
He's gonna trade it out. 3v3. Away.
Find you.
Bread. That's what he can do in that corner as all three of the members.
One enemy
out,
remaining.
getting aggressive. And what can Dasher do? He gets another. Yuki takes down Dasher, and there we go. Akaza is going to defuse it with the
Push a button.
and
Save the day.
Harlan Hawks.
Easy.
come out on
Defenders
top.
win.
The first matchup of the R20 League for 2025-2026, 13-3 against the Coogs. Great game from them. GG's. And you know what? It was a good game overall from their side of the game because they played well together. They were on top of like their utility. They were working well together as a team. They were winning their gunfights, and they just came out on top. Unfortunately for the Coogs, it wasn't enough firepower to be able to hold themselves. They tried their best, but unfortunately fell pretty short.
They seemed like they were getting on the groove, but unfortunately, like you said, they were not able to make it.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate because I know that they're a good team, and I know those players. They've been playing in the past from these past R20 leagues from the past couple of seasons, but it's just unfortunate that they weren't able to come up on top or be able to fight a good fight against the Harlan Hawks, who are looking really strong right now for this season. So really excited to see how the Harlan Hawks are going to be able to maintain themselves for the rest, and maybe we'll see them get in some potential playoff contention. We'll see.
I am excited to see all the other teams play today. Definitely everyone has potential today. Everyone's here to win, to get their rounds in, to show us what they have.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of games left, too. We still got 3 other matchups from the list that we have of the games today. So we'll definitely keep you all posted and stay tuned for more as we move along. But we're going to go to a quick break. So stay tuned. There's a lot more Valorant left.
See you guys soon.
And welcome back, R20 watchers. My name is Tyler or Just, and I'm here joined with
Mikey or Eve. Hello, guys.
All right. In this next match, we're gonna have Cast versus BES. So Cast Knights, I believe, against the Bobcats.
Yep.
Valorant. What a game.
Okay. The Cast Knights were the 3-time reigning champions of the league so far. They do have a new roster, being that most of their students have graduated. But I believe they're going to do pretty well into this match. But I wouldn't count the Bobcats out just yet.
Hoping it's going to be a good game. We're still waiting for the map selection and game to start. But in the meantime,
you can tell us, Tyler, how have you been feeling about Val recently?
I haven't played in a minute, but it's Valorant, the new agent. I don't know if he's playable yet in this league, but if he is, he's a little busted. His abilities, he's got a chamber-like TP, but not necessarily a chamber TP. He has util that breaks other util. He has his ult, which makes him unable to get hit by any other util in the game other than like jet knives or like guns. He's a little broken in my opinion, but maybe I just don't know the balancing that the Valorant team has cooked up. So
Right, and we watched a little bit of last map, and how do you think that matchup was so far?
In my opinion, I thought it was one-sided. The Lotus is very team-oriented, so you kind of have to work as a unit and like really know how to play the map in order to be successful. And it looked like I don't remember the school's name that won, but they definitely looked a lot more coordinated and like they played as a team a lot better than the other.
Right. All right. Well, I think we're going to be starting to load into the map here soon.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
It looks like we're loading into Ascendant. Looks like we're in the pick selection. Maybe it'll change. I'm not sure.
Now, I was looking at the ranks of these teams, and I think it's fairly close. It's fairly good ranks, a very high elo team.
Yeah, so I know Cast has Noodle. He's an Immortal 3 currently. He's definitely going to be a prospect to look at this map. But I wouldn't count out BES. I wouldn't count them out just yet because I think the variation of the ranks will even out, maybe, hopefully, to give us the best possible map of the day.
Right.
So that's what I'm hoping for. Who do you predict to win?
I'm not gonna lie. I want to go with the Bobcats.
You want to go with okay? I'll take Cast.
Yeah,
I'll take Noodle and Cast.
I don't know. Looking at their logo, I just like the Bobcat logo a lot more than the other one. That reminds me of our high school.
What, the Bobcat one?
No, the Cast.
That's another reason why I might take Cast, because they are also Knights, and we graduated from a Knights high school, so.
Yeah, I can't go back. That's why
That's
Bobcats all the way. Bobcats all the way.
That might be fair.
But it looks like we are loading into map. I don't know when they will pull it up on stream. Sorry for this, guys. But
I think they're tech paused right now, but
okay.
Surely they go to the stream. There we go. All right, we are in. Cast starting on defense here.
Rising
the Vise Sova Yoru Sage Omen with the Sage buffs, her res and wall being able to be placed and used from a longer distance. I've seen her a lot more recently, but going into round 1, BS playing slow, Cast walling off tree. They're just putting question marks on the map. They don't really know where anybody is. Drone coming out mid from the side of Cast, while BES walks up B main. No info just yet. Dart's gonna come out B main, maybe? Unsure. He's unsure. They do have a look at mid.
Revealing area.
Mid does fall.
There they are.
Middle gets one. So that's two picks from the side of Cast. And BES is forced to move out of B.
One enemy remaining.
2 fall down from the Yoru.
Yoru does eventually die, but Bongle in CT, or Bongle in T side by himself, and that's just going to be the round for Cast. Very clean play from Cast there. That was a good round. That was just great gameplay. Yoru getting that first hit and making his way to the spawn with the secure even more frags was just very crucial for that round win there.
I agree.
There.
I wonder how the red side is going to come back from this. They don't have a very good econ right now.
Yep. So we are in a save round for the Bobcats. Cast might look for something. And the Bobcats are just running up mid. Yoru gets 2. Yoru gets 2 picks for free. Mark Jason. And the wall is up.
For you.
Stalling time for his team to rotate. Getting his Yoru back into this fight. There should be a good fight happening here. And Noodle falls. Noodle falls to the Omen. Gets one, gets traded.
Spike down mid.
Should be a tree take here. Blinds his teammate. That's unfortunate. It's a 2v3 in favor.
Last player standing.
And there goes Yoru picking up 4 there. Has his ult for this next round. That is some great play out of Cast.
Yep, I really think that gun is just really oppressive in the save round.
Yes, the Outlaw is very, very, very good for forcing. Because, I mean, when you're when you're on an econ, you don't really buy full armor, and if you buy light armor, you're still a one-shot to the body, so it's still technically an op.
Yeah.
So
Cutting through.
it's just really, really strong, and very, very good use out of the Yoru there from Cast.
We holding this angle right now. They smoke it off.
Peeking top main, not seeing anything. Bobcats working up. Walled off, and they're all shooting. Nothing happening right at the moment. They're kind of just sitting a main and just waiting for something to happen. Maybe Cast gets a little greedy and swings, but I'm not too sure. There is someone pushed up top mid. Omen, I think with a judge if I'm not mistaken. Nope, has a sheriff. Omen is lurking top mid, waiting for them to rotate past him. He might get a couple if the timing's right, but it looks like the Bobcats are just walking back up a main. They're going to look for something. They
Killed them.
Yoru gets
One
one.
down from the oh.
Gun
My
here.
boy in the
Gets
chamber.
one. And then so one pick
Out of charges.
already, and the Bobcats push is on halt. They have to wait. They don't have smokes anymore, so this round is twice as difficult as it was. This Omen
30
positioning
seconds
is
left.
actually really good here. Oh, but it gets cleared.
Caught out.
And now it's even. Both teams with no smokes. This is very even. Gun advantage in favor of the Bobcats.
Revealing area.
They're just rushing up mid right now, taking us 4. So 13 seconds left in the round.
After it's just
Good blind
10
coming
seconds
out.
left.
The CT guy should get one. He gets one. There it is. Buys
Spike
and Rays
down,
both on
B.
site. They're on site. Did they get the bomb down? Yes, they do.
Here.
2v3 in favor of the Bobcats here.
Time to
Defenders
charge.
are CT. They need to make a play.
Decoy.
Yoru pop gold.
getting
Looking-
info.
Trying to get as much info as he can, but I don't know if it's going to be worth.
Last player
And he
standing.
swings and dies. Swings and dies.
Last
Sova
shot
now in a
from Sova.
1v3. Royalty into 3. Wonder what he's going to do here. In my opinion, I think he just plays for the exit so they lose their money. But the Bobcats just swing, and that's a
One tap from the
4K
Bobcats.
for the Rays. #1 Nobi fan.
Huge comeback for the Bobcats. Now in a decent econ state, but now they're also going against a full buy blue side.
Full buy Cast. This might be devastating for them. This Yoru might look for an op here. I saw him buy it, but he
Now
didn't
we
sell
win.
it.
Rip and tear.
There it is. Yoru with an op. I think that was a good round out of both teams. I think Cast does get the advantage out of that since they did pick out 2 of their rifles. But going into this round, the Bobcats are just rushing up mid. They're just stomping through.
Launching thorns.
Dark
Thorns out.
They don't know if this Yoru. They don't know this Yoru is holding with an op. He's holding a wide. Gets it one. He's waiting. He's gonna hold the same angle, maybe.
He's gonna
Portal
push up, being
closed.
very aggressive with
He
this
has no TP.
Burn.
Oh my goodness.
One
He gets 2
enemy
with the op.
remaining.
Only gets 2, and that's a round.
That's a nice clean
That was
up.
a very
Charges.
fast round. They need to grab the op. They didn't grab the op. They're trolling. All right. Just a quick round out of Cast there. The Bobcats kind of just walked up mid. They didn't really have a plan, in my opinion. But
It is looking like a bit of a struggle now that their economy for the red side Bobcats is very low. They can't really buy much, so they're hoping to maybe pick up a couple kills here on this blue side.
here I would play slow if I were the Bobcats. Look for a couple picks. Cast swinging this. Gets there's the first
Right
pick.
here.
And just like that, there's a rifle in the hands of the Bobcats. What are they gonna do here? This is what matters. They still have 2 players posted on the side of A. This could be a really good clutch round win out of the Bobcats if they play this right. But they have to clear their angles, and they have to get this push properly executed if they want the shot.
They're playing very slow here, just looking for something of a increment of detail, but it looks like they're slowly going up A.
Waiting for any info. Raze does boombot, but I don't think it cleared the Omen here, stuck in wine. If they don't clear this, I think Omen kills 5. Euroclin out. Euro swings gets 1. Little swings with 5. Den kills 2. That's 3 picks coming from the side of DES. Bobcats are up 4-2.
30
Getting the
seconds
bomb
left.
down here. Planting Gen.
Spike planted.
Sova looking for a slow retake. Gonna use
Scanning
air to
ahead.
get some info. They're both coming together.
They get 1 scan with the dart. No one holding heaven for them.
Shock dart.
They have 2 playing wine and 2 on site. 1 Gen, 1 lower.
I don't think they have any idea that they are
There.
both here on heaven.
I think they do. They're really making.
Last player standing.
Omen gets 1. Gets trained by Royalty. Royalty gets 2. They're playing a left and right. Royalty knows one's right side. They know they're both there.
6 bullets left in the mag. He's gonna try and take something.
This can be
Concentrate,
insane
Sova.
clutch if he gets it off. I don't think he has the time, and he does not. Bobcats secure that round, which is huge for them. Should have been a thrifty because wow, that was great.
They do all die though, so they're both teams are in a pretty bad spot economically, but red side can full buy, whereas blue will be a little falling behind. In my personal opinion, I would save here for the blue side to try and get in a good economy fit for next round.
I think this round they can commit to a force because I think they're in a position to win. They still have a round advantage. They don't really need to throw it away for some money. But I don't know. We'll see how this goes. They have 1 player posted tiles, waiting for the lurk, their vises, while the rest are sitting B main here.
Raze does have ult though, so she may look to enter site and look for an opportunity, but it looks like they're going to rotate around back to A.
Here, they still have this Vise posted up tiles, sitting by himself. The Omen pushed up A main there, so they have a lot of info. Omen gets 1. Cast A, man advantage. Killing the Raze. Huge pick. There's one of their entries gone. And they just have to play really, really defensive. Wall comes out, wall breaks, and Bobcats are kind of just at a standstill. 44 seconds into the round. Vi's working her way up mid here. Jump peek coming out from Royalty. Does not spot the Vi's.
Who's
Vi's
next?
has a very, very solid timing coming from this mid angle.
30 seconds left.
The Vi's wall for the other team, though, also mid, so they'll know. Bobcats just walk out to site, and they have 3 on site. Noodle getting 2.
Last player standing.
Eventually, but I mean 1v4, and that's just going to be the round for Cast. Great retake. Great retake.
Great retake from each other. You're right, it worked out in their favor. They did take the round win. And now all in a healthy state. The red side is going to be very hard. They don't have any money, really. So buying here.
Here I would save if I were the Bobcats. Because if they lose this round, I mean, they're really just at the deficit where they are forced to save next round. They're light buying, but I still think that's the wrong play.
Yeah, I still think maybe the light shield sheriff can do
Right then.
would be the play.
But I think if Cash wins this round, they're going to be feeling themselves for the rest of this game.
It's going to be very hard to come back from such a deficit for the Bobcats.
Yep, Bobcats kind of just sitting as 5 B main here. Boombot comes out to clear the close angles. As they walk up, let's see what this Raze does.
Horns activated.
Still kind of just sitting main. Nothing really happening. No other position, and Raze is 31 HP. I think shock darts came out, and that was just a lot of damage done. Caste pushed out aiming, so they know that they're
Retrieving
revived there
flash.
at least more than 1. So it wasn't just info. Sova jump peeking mid. No peeking market to see Eddie info.
They do take very slow pushes. I haven't seen them really hard commit to a site yet.
They hard committed mid once.
30
but
seconds left.
The round kind of ended in
Rip and tear.
and raises walled in just like
Those
that.
are
That was
live.
the first pick coming out for Noodle for the side of Cast. Get sandwich here once our wide zone drops. And here
Spike
we
down,
go.
mid.
Cast up 4-3. Noodle swinging. He's got 2 right now. Can he
10 seconds left.
He gets fried by the Fury. Goodness. 3 seconds left. If they just live, they win the round. So, and round goes to Cast. Goodness. Yeah, I think they're just playing the Bobcats
Now we
are
wait.
too slow, in my opinion. They're getting caught out.
Rip and tear.
They're not really
Blinding prepped.
playing first, and that's going to be a timeout coming from the side of the Bobcats. So,
What do you think the Bobcats can do better here to maybe boost or come back from such a deficit?
right now, I think they're just playing so slow to the point where they're not even like in the game. I think they're letting Cass kind of do whatever they want. They're not really fighting for any space. Sometimes they'll have one person set up mid, but that one person set up mid doesn't have any assist from any other person on his team to take or hold any of that space. So they kind of just get smoked off tiles, and then all of the space that they would have had, they just lose. So I think you put 2 tiles, you smoke out, like you smoke off the angles, you smoke off the tree angle, and you fight for some space. And with that, kind of play default, let Cast, forced Cast into making a mistake.
Retrieving flash.
Which will just give you freebies. And with the freebies,
Flash
you'll win
plate.
those.
Launching thorns.
Yeah, also, they have not used any of their ults, really. I do want to see them use some of their ults. Potentially this round, as it's looking as this one could get them back into the game a little bit.
I agree with you here, especially with this Yoru having an op, holding this A main angle. This might just be a first pick coming up on the side of Cass. If Mark Jason gets flashed, though. But will he get his one? TP's out. And just like that, Cast already up this round. 40 seconds into the round. Just phenomenal gameplay coming up from this Yoru. Just getting the Omen there too is just crucial, because now the Bobcats have no smokes. No smokes for the rest of the round. Just once again, like I said earlier, it makes the round 3 times more difficult than it needs to be. I think the Yoru, or not the Yoru, I think their Omen is taking first fights, like
Cutting
taking
through.
fights first, which is just not good. It's unnecessary, but let's see what happens here. Sova jump peeks.
My bottom broke.
Good jump peek, good info. Noodle taking
30
out one,
seconds
I don't
left.
know where, but
Looking like mid catwalk.
yep, Cast is just up 2 bodies right now. And hit coming out on the side. I guess a fake hit because they pulled out the thorns for 13 seconds in a round. They have to do something.
Spike down
Opposite
B.
trades.
10 seconds left.
Running the
Last
lane.
player standing.
Killed. Noodle's good for 3 that round.
I do want to say they are painfully slow on trying to take these sides.
Yeah, I think with this Yoru race comp, you have to play at least a little faster. I know it's going to be rough going through these sage slows and these walls, but you've got to clear this, like, you've got to play your game. Right now, Cast is doing whatever they want, and the Bobcats are just accepting it. They're not really, like, trying
Cutting
to
through.
do anything to combat it. They're just playing into it, which is, in my opinion, bad Valorant.
Their slowness is killing them. I've seen on a lot of these rounds they have planks behind them because they're just standing out of the too long.
Maybe here they go for a faster hit. With this Visel here, looking to set it up. Visel comes out. Maybe satchel around, not safe. Hopping around with the rocket launcher. sides, three players for both sides.
Not ready yet.
Noodle drop. Easily traded.
Spike planted.
2v2
Drop the
swinging.
ult.
Has no op. No
Last
smoke,
player
so-
standing.
But
One enemy remaining.
And Bongo clutches. Cash winning the round. Great retake out of Cash there. And I mean, you can't really ask for much more out of them here.
I do want to say, you notice how much easier that round is once they commit to, they have a game plan, they want an entry. They did blow, I think.
They used Razel and Vizel there, but I think they just have to keep that. They have to keep that pressure, and they have to keep that speed.
They have to play fast. The slowness just allows the other team to rotate, get to sight.
Yeah, they're playing so slow that Cast is just doing whatever they want. They're playing so slow that Cast just has all of the map control in the game, and they just get to do whatever they want. But here they might, blinding off rip, blinding for a swing. Slow comes out, wall comes out.
Here.
Bad wall though.
Needle's gonna hide on this wall if you're looking for a pick here on the swing.
Yep. Omen.
Enemy
One off
Jumping
the jump.
and gets Omen swings.
Close his teammate.
Traded. Lucky. Oh wait, there's a Raze there. I didn't even see her. Needle getting traded by the Raze. And the Bobcats are just at a standstill once again, sitting in main. Cast has a guy pushed out B main right now. It comes through and just like that.
One enemy
Oh
remaining.
my goodness, Bongo
Spike
killing.
down A.
That is phenomenal. Raised on a 2v1 right now. Knows one is not on site, I believe. I think he knows where the Sova is. I think he knows the Sova's heaven. He doesn't know where the Vise is. So
Is gonna look for a cheeky little spot.
he's looking for
there.
something here. I don't know what he's looking for though. Line
Notices
comes
the
out from the
vibe.
Vise. He knows where the Vise ult comes out with a set of cast.
30 seconds left.
He just has to play it so safe. Oh, but he's not cleared. But he's not cleared.
Not cleared.
Oh
Does
my
have a chance
goodness.
to get
This
out
is
of it.
huge. This is phenomenal gameplay coming out. Not clearing. He just no. Just plant the bomb.
10 seconds left.
There we go.
Spike planted.
A bit of a
Plant comes out.
cat and mouse chase here.
That was a little cat and mouse. The Sova not clearing is just so silly. But here we go. Both players from the set of cast positioning, doubling up on Heaven. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Right click's coming out. Just gotta
One enemy remaining.
Does get the
gets
trade.
the one, but gets traded by Toxel. And that's just another round for Cast.
I don't lose.
I said it at the beginning.
Not ready yet.
Cast is really strong. Like we said, 3-time reigning champion, but even with these new players, they look strong as ever.
No good.
This
No,
coming
unable.
round,
Now we win. No
kind of a
charges.
light buy, a little mixed buy coming up from the
Rip
side of
and
the
tear.
Bobcats.
Need to move my
How I
wall.
feel about that.
I do want to say, like, they just need to commit to getting a full buy. Around, they're just dropping. They're just dropping rounds. They need to get something going.
Only 2 rounds left in the half. What can they do? Bongo pushing up, getting a freebie on Akaza, and just like that, Cast has a man advantage.
Nowhere to run!
I'm back.
Find anything. Silver ult coming out to clear sight, maybe. Unsure. Didn't hit anybody.
Like, this is what I'm saying. They used 2 ults and they got nothing out of it. I just don't think the team play is necessarily there. They needed to break that Sage wall so that Yo can clear sight, but no one was there to help him.
Yeah. They're once again just kind of standing still, hoping Cast swings out of ego, but it's not happening. Their composure on the side of Cast is
Fake
great.
teleport.
Noodle holding this phenomenal angle. Catwalk, I believe. They have the Yor holding main. I mean, this just is perfect. This is perfect gameplay for them.
30 seconds left.
Arrow comes out, misses again, but Dora ultimately gets one.
I do want to say Cast do know their limits. They know not to ego peek and not get too greedy with the kills. They're playing very passive and it's working out in their favor.
It's great.
One enemy remaining. 10 seconds
Getting
left.
2, and just like that, the round's over before it even started. Cast up 9-2.
Last round in the half.
It is a defender-sided map, but once that lead gets to a 8-9 round deficit, it's
can really affect the other team's mental.
The mental, I think, Cast. If Cast rides this momentum, then they're just gonna win the game these next couple rounds. But
time to jump.
Bobcats hoping they can keep their composure. If they make this comeback, that'd be phenomenal. But I don't know if it's in the books today.
Dora will be here with a very aggressive angle with Op. He does know he can TP out though.
Does
so.
have to TP. Bobcats taking this practice as a team, as a collective, not leaving anybody else in any of their main. So I mean,
it's good,
but at the end of the
Watching
day,
here.
their space is limited. Bongo getting his first kill.
Pushing while behind.
2-3 kills coming up.
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
Cast and jump. Round over. That's the first half. 10-2
get up.
in the favor of Cast here.
Switching sides.
It's just better gameplay coming up from Cast. The team play is there. The vibes are there. I can feel it in the room. It's really, really one-sided. And I hate to say that, but it just... You can just look and see how this game might be going. The past 6 rounds have gone to the side of Cast. So I don't think they've used any other timeouts other than that one. But even then, I think they should have used a timeout or something to try to slow down this momentum that Cast has.
Or try and at least get a mental reset. Now we'll see. They will be hard taking mid at both angles.
So yeah, Cast walking up mid here, walking up for the tree here. Bobcats and swinging. He tries to get out of the fight. Yeoman picks up 1 kill on the Yoru, but Noodle finds the trade on the Vise on the other side. So the lurking up, I think, yeah, the leaving one player mid. Vise swings and
Take flight.
gets fried by Noodle. Drone out, coming to drone site. Site is clear. They don't know that. So, droning out, and just like that, free site takes to the side of Cast.
Very great movement and rotation here from Cast. Let's see how the Bobcats will retake this.
Right here.
Spike
Slow
planted.
win for their team. 4v4. All players other than one on the side of Cast playing on site. Omen sitting B main. I like this. I like this a lot. Does he get clear is the question. He does not. Does Omen? He does get cleared. He did get cleared. But once again, Noodle and Toxel just finding Sim, retaking the space for free.
Last player standing.
And just like that, the round's in favor of Cast. It looked like the Bobcats had it in the bag, but something happened and they just all fell over. Yeah, I just think the momentum is so heavily in the favor of Cast right now that it almost feels unlosable.
I want to count the Bobcats out, Knight. Come on now.
It's best of 1, 11-2, and they had lost their bye, or they lost pistol. So Bobcats forced to save this round. It makes it to where they're basically almost forced
Revealing area.
trying to play for it. But even then, this is gonna be a tough game.
You're
Cast
done.
just taking sight for free.
especially the smoke.
Sight taken in the side of Cast. 3 players left on the side of the Bobcats.
So he's gonna be holding this angle, waiting for the
Spraying through smoke. One.
Does get one
Akaza
tap.
just ultimately gets traded out by Bongle with the judge. Has a deagle. He's feeling himself. Does he get the one tap? He does not. But look at him. Dead.
himself, but does die out to the
He's
raise.
dead to number
1 enemy remaining.
Console getting the pick onto Yen, and just like that, it's a 3v1. I think, yep, and the round is over. Cast Tech up 12-2 on
Match
this
point.
Ascent game. Bobcats being able to pull by this round. Let's see if they can get any sort of momentum coming up, but at this point, you just wonder, is it even worth it? I hope they can find something. Timeout comes out, I assume from the side of Bobcats, but I'm unsure. I don't know
What this timeout is for. But as we can look at the game, I think what the Bobcats can take from this, they need to learn how to entry a site and the econ. I think their buy has been very bad.
I don't think it's an entry thing. I think econ's one, yes, but I think it's definitely just like map presence. They're not really putting any presence on the map. They're sitting as 5 in a congested area, and they're really not like, they're not putting any question marks on the map. Like, they might be here, they might be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right. They're not really doing any of that. They're kind of just sitting as 5 in a main, and if anything, they leave one person tiles when they're trying to hit B, which it's just Cast gets to walk out of A for free, get free orbs, and they're just not fighting for any space, which is ultimately their downfall at the end. So let's see what Cast does here. They might just
Now we wait.
5-man hard rush B.
See if they can sign off.
We got early cut from the side of Cast. Looking to close out this game here.
Akaza is smoked off.
Wall
Enemy
up,
down.
man. What a shot. What a shot. There, little flash. On top of this wall, Bungle up with the judge. In the market. What are gonna do with that? Oh, he dies.
They keep on challenging the raise. I think the raise isn't having it.
I think that was a smart play out of Bungle there, just because he had a judge, he didn't have a rifle. So he's playing the closer angles. But Bomb's already down. It's a 4v4, but I think the favor is in the side of Cast, and I hope the retake is good, but Cast takes out another.
Last player
Takes out
standing.
2, Taddle takes out, Noodle takes out another, and just like that, it's a 1v3 for the side of Cast. Raise 1v2, makes it 1v2, let's see what we can do. 1v2. Holding this Vise swing, but the bomb is down.
Last player standing.
1v1, royalty, and a 1v1. But I mean, it's the end of the game. The raise is Cast
Attackers
takes
win.
the map, takes the game, 13-2, and just wow, what a game at a Cast there. I thought they played well. I thought Cast played great. Bobcats, hard to say the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard going against someone who's established themselves so
Yes,
well in the tournament.
I agree with you. Being a 3-time reigning champ, I mean, you've got to go into that with a winning mindset. Bobcats, I mean, you got to do the same, but at the end of the day, it's going to be way harder to win those maps than it is to just win a normal comp game or win anything else. So they're the 3-time reigning champs for a reason.
All right, well, next coming up is SST versus the Husky Holmes Esports. I want to, in 30 minutes.
40
minutes.
In 40
In
minutes.
40 minutes.
I think after lunch break, we will be back with SST versus Holmes. And that should hopefully be a good game.
It was great having you guys, and we'll see you guys in 40 minutes. This has been Eve or Mikey.
And I'm Tyler or Just.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back after this short break.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the R20 Premier Esports League for Valorant. We're here at Techport here in San Antonio. My name is Zova.
My name is Ketty.
And we are back again to give you some more Valorant matches that we're going to be commentating over. The first matchup already happened against Coogs and the Harlan Hawks. Harlan Hawks came out on top with the dominant force of a 13-2 victory. So now we're jumping into the next game. It is going to be SST versus Holmes Huskies. So should be a very good matchup coming up here shortly. A lot of good games that's already happened. I believe Cast A already played the Bobcats, and they already came on top for their win. So this is the third matchup of the day. But I'm super excited. Here we are again back at R20, and we're just having a good time. And we got a lot of more matches coming up. So I'm really excited to see this matchup. Last season for the 2024-2025, SST and Holmes Huskies actually came down to the wire through the playoffs to make it to the finals. So it was a good matchup. So I'm happy to see these guys go right back at it once again over the summer break and seeing the changes that have happened between both the teams. And I'm excited to see, if they have any good lineups changed, if their team chemistry is going to be a little bit different. I was talking with a little bit of the players of the Holmes Huskies, and they were telling me a little bit about, obviously they had a couple people already graduated, and then, new people are stepping in to fill in the shoes of the previous team. So, yeah, just giving me like quick updates, stuff like that. Obviously, it's a new season. 2025, 2026, a lot of new faces coming in. A lot of faces that we previously used to see from the last R20 are obviously gone. But it should be a pretty good matchup. These two teams are really good. So I'm excited to see what's the outcome's going to be. And I'm actually excited to see what maps. What maps do you think we might see picked, or what maps do you think we might get banned?
Oh, I really wish I could see some Icebox coming up, Haven as well, and I hope Bind gets banned. I like Bind, but I hope it gets banned, yeah.
So ban Bind, and then Icebox coming back in.
Mm-hmm.
Icebox coming back to the rotation. I would like to see a little bit more of the, what's it called? Obviously, Lotus is such a good map. I want to see Haven again. I love Haven. Haven's such a fantastic map, and it's always a good matchup whenever the team's going on that map.
100%. I always like to watch everything go down whenever they're in Garage. Garage, there's always destruction in Garage.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I definitely want to give a huge shout out to one of the casters that unfortunately can't make it to the R20 this month. His name is known as Tanner. He just recently got married with his wife now, Paloma Thompson. So huge shout out, congratulations to them. Awesome job on the marriage, and they are enjoying their honeymoon currently.
Beautiful.
So unfortunately couldn't make it to R20, very valid reason. But no, huge shout out to him. Very happy for him and Paula, and I think, happily ever after.
We are wishing them the best.
Wishing you the best, absolutely. But going back to Valorant now, so we did see some changes, obviously, with we got some new agents coming into the rotation of Valorant. The newest agent, since it hasn't been 2 weeks, typically they have to give 2+ weeks in order for a new agent to be introduced into the R20. Because the newest agent that got added into Valorant, unfortunately, is before 2 weeks, we're not going to be able to see him or be able to get to play him in any of these matches, just due to the updates. Obviously, the teams have been competing, and so they're completing from the previous update and patch that was with the previous meta. Mm-hmm. So we won't see the new agent come out, but I will say I've watched gameplay already. He is busted.
Is he really?
He is kind of broken. He not only is his ult last the entire round, his ult counters like everything.
Oh my
So
gosh.
the only thing that can counter him is like a chamber ult or jet ult. But like a Raze ult, he could just counter it. He could just tank it. Basically, he silences everything on the map, kind of like a KO, but he just doesn't get affected by any util. So flashes don't affect him. What's it called? Obviously, the abilities and util from a lot of the characters and agents don't affect him at all. And so basically, he just counters everything. He's just a full-on counter character, and it lasts the entire round. So that's pretty impressive.
That is crazy.
And he can teleport, too. He could teleport. You could put, like, little, I don't know, there's, like, little gooey, slimy dudes. And then you put, yeah, I don't know what it's called specifically, but he can, like, teleport to, like, different areas on the map. So if you're trying to go, there's some of the maps have, like, a lot of verticality. So, like, he could place his little teleporter, and he'll teleport onto that little thing. Kind of like a chamber. Think of like a chamber, like a little TP. But, yeah, he's pretty crazy. His name is Vito. And, yeah, he's pretty busted right now. So, unfortunately, he's not going to be played this Valorant tournament. But maybe next month he'll probably be played for sure with how he's playing.
No, that's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there any characters that you want to see played this next game?
It depends on the map, but definitely it's always a good time seeing a Yoru come out, because when a good Yoru comes out, it can really like spice things up for the matchup. I definitely think Viper obviously is like a goated agent. She's always useful in any sort of encounterment. But I'm curious to see if we'll see any Cloves and Vise used. Or even, what's his name? ISO, the one that does the 1v1s. I would like to see him come out just because, like, you know, just try something new for duelist it up, you know?
Yes. We do see some buys being pulled up right now by Evil Dave and Raka. So that's exciting. We get to see that gameplay.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Always good to see those guys come out with those agents. But it looks like we're jumping into the first map, or this next map, Lotus. And, yeah, this map, always a good matchup, always good times. And I just like the lanes. I like the three sites actually work really well for this map. I know that the doors can be a little bit, what's it called, like confusing. But I still think that Lotus can, like, really deliver. Like when it comes to full-on action, good lineups, and it's really easy to rotate compared to the other maps. Sometimes, like with these other maps, like for example Bind, I know that you didn't want to see Bind. That map is really hard to like rotate, especially for going from one site to the other.
Yeah.
And I think like with the map like Lotus, it's really easy because you got that third option site, especially in the middle of the map, that can really spice things up. So I think Lotus is always a good map to watch.
Yes, and it is really fun to see any like player like try and lurk around any other site without the enemy team noticing. It's really fun to see what kind of plays they make.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think the plays. It always comes down to their strategy and how they move into like the sites and execute it with their team comps. Because you could take the site, but it's how you hold it off of like what you have. So once you get onto the site, that's when you have to set up like all your traps. That's when you have to set up your util, and you have to utilize that util. So if the defensive team is trying to retake that site, it's a lot harder for them to counter and compete against. So we'll see what the scientists at SST have to offer. Obviously, they like to provide the scientific theory and the scientific method a little bit. So I really like how they play when there's play styles compared to the other teams, because I've always thought that they had a really unique style. But huge shout out to the Holmes Huskies though, because they came from the finals, coming in second place, falling short against Cast A last season, 2024-2025. So here they are in a new season, coming off from really high from last season. So I'm really excited to see what's going on. We got Obadiah with the Yoru. He's going to pop a flash, and he's going to TP out of there. He is not going to fully commit, but it looks like SST are working their way towards the site. We're seeing a lot of util and a lot of stuns coming out. Raka's doing everything he can. He's going to back up. He's going to wait for his teammates to rotate, and it looks like SST are going to get this spike planted pretty soon.
We here see both these Vice and the Yoda playing back.
Spike planted.
Close to getting almost a pick here with Pythagoras.
Out of charges.
Oppenheimer goes down. Pythagoras goes down. Oh my goodness.
Last
Everything
player
is
standing.
happening so quick.
Schrodinger on the triple, finishing off with Evil Dave, SST coming out first round against the Holmes Huskies.
Control the
Great
space.
hold and
Control
a great
their
execution,
choices.
and
My
wow,
ultimate's
that's a
not
way to win the
ready.
pistol round. In the this next matchup.
We do see some forced buy here from the scientist, while Holmes is still on the eco ground. Oh, somebody seems like they picked up a shotgun. That's interesting. I like the Bucky.
I like the Bucky. Bucky's always it spices things up, you know. If you can't do a Judge, you gotta do a Bucky.
Yep.
That's how I see it. Bucky's really good up close. Sometimes too good up close.
Seems like we're walking
There.
up towards the A side here. Ray throws her grenade, looking for a pick. We're gonna walk up towards the tree site. Oh, Evil Jade takes out. Oh my goodness, Rocket goes down.
Looks like they were working their way towards the side. Ardilla takes down
One
by
enemy
Thrust.
remaining.
And then Avogadro is going to take down Ardilla, and Goku is going to get taken down with Schrodinger. So it looks like
Spike
SST, they're going to
planted.
get this spike planted. Obadiah, 1v4 situation, has a Sheriff, no full armor. And Schrodinger is going to one-tap Obadiah, and they're going to solidify a second round, 2-0 against the Huskies.
That was really well played by the scientists. We'll see what Holmes comes up here with their setup. The scientists are saving their previous round weapons.
I'm curious to see if Huskies, if they are going to start switching things up with their strategies, maybe like try to delay them. I'm already seeing Ardilla's pulling out that nade. He might throw an early nade. He might actually do some damage. I don't know if the enemy team is aware of this, but look, the Raze gets absolutely attacked, even though it gets flashbang. He takes down Schrodinger. So look at that. The pre-nade actually benefited in his favor, and the whole team had to back off of that because there was too much going on. But Evil Day is trying to work his way. Evil Goku is Jedi Goku. Oh, peeks with the good flash on Evil Day, but unfortunately Oppenheimer was not blinded and helped out his teammate. Oppenheimer is absolutely on a roll. Double takes out another
player
two.
standing.
But Obadiah is coming in clutch. He gets the double, but gets taken down by Pythagoras, and Pythagoras closes it out. What was looking like a scary 1v1 situation, unfortunately fell apart for the Huskies, but Scientists came out on top once again towards the end, and they are going up another round win, 3-2-0.
That was really well played again by the scientists. The Holmes really needs to start holding up the site. I know they can do it. It is totally doable. They got this 100%.
Look, if it ain't over, it ain't over till it's over, okay? That's all that matters.
Blinding. Retrieving flash.
Dave pushing up, gonna peek through the smoke of the clove. Doesn't really get much anything from that. Wiggy's gonna back off. He's not gonna fully commit. Obadiah with his Bucky up close could be deadly. Gets flashed and stunned simultaneously at the same time. He has to back off. There was way too much going on there. So thankfully he's placed Zoro. He had his cone set up. Wiggy is gonna actually get the lurk of Evil Dave, so he's gonna get the first pick off of him. Schrodinger's gonna trade it out. He's got Ardilla, and the rest of the team are trying to stop the spike from being planted. Once it falls short,
remaining.
Schrodinger and Pythagoras is gonna close it out. It's all up to Wiggy. Wiggy gets taken down, and Schrodinger, the 3K to solidify a fourth round.
We currently both have we still have the race ult from both teams. I am excited to see how they're going to play it out. I did see that Fade used her ultimate last round, so that is one ultimate left from the scientists.
Yeah, so far, Schrodinger is on a roll. 8-1. He has the Raze ult to work with. He might start getting aggressive. I don't know if Raka is going to be ready for this, but it's looking like a C push slowly towards the site. And Oppenheimer's just kind of working with his team. It looks like they have like a split push because this looks like the entire team is on C. So I'm sure if there's other stuff going on the map, I'm pretty sure the rest of the team are over there too. But it's looking like that they're trying to bait out the Huskies to think that they're going C, but they're actually not, and they're faking it to a different site.
We do see Wiggy over here. Oh, Wiggy gets a pick on the Evil Dave over here on B site entrance. We're looking for a pick here by the scientist on C site. Seems like we're rotating towards C by the Holmes.
45 seconds left. Nobody on the defensive side has fallen down yet. Only Evil Dave. Raise nades going down. Raka, and here we go. Oh, it's looking like a B push. Wiggy is going to get full blood. He's going to back up. Jetta Goku is going to pick up Pythagoras. Pythagoras gets to take it down. Wiggy's going to get down. Oppenheimer's going to slow down the pressure of the SST squad. So it is a 2v5 situation right now. Avogadro and Schrodinger trying to figure out what they could do. It's 20 seconds left. 2v5. They might not really commit. They might just play picks. They might do a last-minute push, or they might save. But it's looking like that they're still trying to really commit with 13 seconds left. Schrodinger and Avogadro get 2. But here comes the raise all by Schrodinger. He's going to get 1 of Raka in the back, but Wiggy is going to shut it down just in time, and Huskies get their first round win of the game.
Beautiful round by the Huskies. Beautiful hold. Now we're going to head over to round 6. It seems like we're going to be on a full buy here from both teams. The Huskies have 3 ultimates available, while the Scientists only have 3 ults available.
There.
Yeah. We'll see what they could do. That was a good round win from the Huskies to bring themselves back into this game. It was looking a little rough at the beginning, but great hold from him. Ardilla does have the raise ult to work with, so he's just going to wait for the team to push here. He's actually set up very perfectly behind the box. Breach ult going down, but flashes are coming out from the opposing rise, and Ardilla comes out of nowhere, takes down Schrodinger, is going to take him down, trade it out. And it's a 4v4, and the rest of the team on the C are getting third party from the door. Avogadro is going to take down Wiggy. Wiggy popped his ult, but unfortunately isn't able to get anything out of that. Avogadro is going to get down another one, so it's a 4v3 right now. Spike has been planted at B, so now the defenders are trying to rotate themselves back to the side. Your ult comes down by Obadiah. He tried to counter it. Wasn't enough. Ardilla's going to get 1, but Avogadro with the 4K gets the double on Jetta Goku and Ardilla at the end. And SST get another round win, 5-1.
Beautiful round here. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to be on a half buy over here by the Huskies.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Huskies right now, the best bet is to just save. It's not really to fully commit yet. I mean, you know that you just lost a few rounds in a row, so maybe just save this round and then just come back strong the next round. I mean, we do have a couple of good buys. We got a Phantom coming out from Wiggy and then a Stinger with a couple of Sheriffs. But still, I think this is more of like a bonus round, and if you can come out on top a little bit or do a little bit of damage to its SST, it'll really help them bring themselves back into this game.
The only downside to that is that the economy may be ruined by decision.
So this round is crucial then. Oppenheimer fakes the plant. Obadiah is tucked in the back. Almost gets a double. Takes down Avogadro. Schrodinger gets traded out. Ardilla gets the double with the nade and the Sheriff hit on Pythagoras. And then Oppenheimer's going to take down Ardilla. 3v2. Oppenheimer is on a roll. He is trying to go off and off again. And is clicking heads like it is nothing. Raka is going to get down Evil Dave. It is a 1v1 against Raka and Oppenheimer. And Oppenheimer gets the 4K. Absolutely on a roll that round and gets SST another round win.
We are still going to be running a half buy over here by the Husky side. We're pulling. Oh, the judge is coming out again. Would love to see that happen again. I love the judge. Does a lot of damage by close range.
Oh, absolutely. And it's just unfortunate. He almost had 2 there, but he was unfortunately dinked the second guy. Had he had probably taken that guy out, Obadiah probably would have done a little bit more damage than just the one pick that he got off of. But here we go. We're going to see a fast C push by the SST. Going out. Rocco's all alone with the Sheriff. He doesn't really have much to work with, so he's going to back off, play it a little bit slowly. All the util is being coming out, but look at this rotation. They are not fully committing to C, and it looks like they're faking it, but the Vise by Wiggy caught onto it, and as well as Obadiah, who was the Yoru towards the back, and knows that they're still in their spawn, and they haven't fully committed to where they want to go, and I think now they're going to start reading this from SST. SST slow and making their way. Obadiah is going to back off. He does have this judge once again, He is going to hang out here towards the door. Door gets open. What is he going to do? He's going to get one. Oh, unfortunately gets taken down by Schrodinger, but does a lot of damage. Has 30 HP, but wasn't enough to take him down. Omen seeping into the site, as well as Ardilla
One
doing the
enemy
count with the
remaining.
judges. Schrodinger and Eva
Spike
Dave
down
trading it out.
A.
It is a 1v3. Jetta Goku with the Stinger. Does have a breach ult to work with. He's going to pop a flash, but unfortunately not enough to hold himself into a round win. Avogadro gets another one, up 7-1 against the Holmes Huskies.
That was a really well played round by the scientists. They managed to pull out a lot of util by the Huskies. Huskies did not have much to work with to be able to retake that site.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I think Huskies had the right idea. I just didn't think they were able to bank off of it. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get like the judge from Obadiah that round through the door against the Rays. And then, yeah, the rest of the team kind of just had to fill in and do the retake. So, yeah, again, it was kind of like a minor eco round for them, but now we're seeing full buys, full-on Vandals coming out. We got a breach ult by the Jedi Goku. So, I mean, I guess if you're the Holmes Huskies, I would probably come up with a strategy, try to see what you can do to utilize that breach ult. Maybe do like a C push, a B push, and then flash your way into that site, get every util, get a couple picks, and then get that spike planted. Because, yeah, if you can't really come up with a good strategy, it's going to really start costing them. And the scientists are going to keep holding it strong, and they're going to come up with all these. They're going to have more formulas and theories to work with.
We're pulling a technical timeout here. Ult round's about to start. It seems like we're going to go towards the A site on the scientists. It may be a fake again.
Yeah, because last round they tried to do C, and then they full-on fake. They just used a bunch of util, and then they went out. So they kind of wasted a lot of util, actually, off of that. But we'll see if they're going to fully commit this time. Ardilla actually took over the C site with a Raka. Oh, wait, whoa, what was that? Evil Dave takes out Wick. Oh, that was in the mid. Oh, wow. Okay. So they get the first pick, and now the rest of the team, they're going to work their way towards C. And Ardilla's all alone. He's going to back up. All the utils coming out by the fade from Omen from the Rays. And they're just going to back up and play retake. Ardilla is right outside the smoke.
Spike planted.
Right there. He knows this. Is he going to get a double? No, only gets one. Pythagoras takes down Ardilla. Jetakuku gets taken down by Avogadro. Raka is going to get two. He's going to 1v2 situation. Pythagoras and Evil Dave. A 1v2 situation. Spike has been planted. He's working his way towards the side. He's going to look down to see if he can pop another gun, but unfortunately gets taken down. And Pythagoras solidify another round win, 8-1 in a dominant fashion against the Holmes Huskies.
We're going to move up here to round 10.
It's looking like a real rough first half, unfortunately, for the Husky side. They just can't seem to catch a break ever since that one round that they won.
Move.
We do see that they
Now we
do
win.
have Raise ult.
They do have Raise ult. See what's gonna happen. Schrodinger and Ardilla, both the Races have the ult, so well, this could be a huge round between both teams. Looking like they're working their way through. Nobody's on the other side of the door this time. But Jetta Goku, limited with his options, obviously has to work with the Sheriff. Has his breach ult ready, but hasn't used it yet. Schrodinger's gonna take an Obadiah, he's gonna pop up the Raise ult. Ardilla's gonna counter it, take down Pythagoras. Schrodinger's gonna take out Raka, but Wiggy and Ardilla are working together, and they're taking down Schrodinger and Evil Dave. Avogadro takes down Ardilla, slows down the pace. 2v2 situation. Jetta Goku's gonna pop down the breach ult. Wiggy's gonna get taken down by Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer's holding this angle really good. And then here comes Jetta Goku. Isn't able to get picks as well as the Avogadro. Shots are whiffed. It is a 2v2 situation. Jetta Goku is gonna get one. He's gonna push on Oppenheimer. He gets stunned by the breach ult and gets the wall bang through the box. Avogadro solidifying another round win, 9-1. And again, it just seems that the SST scientists are on a roll right now.
That was a very close round by the Huskies. Jedi Goku got some very nice picks there on a 1v1. Unfortunately, he was going down.
Yeah, down but not out yet.
Nope.
Down
no
but
sir.
not out. Still,
Not on this beautiful Saturday.
yep, beautiful sunny day.
Right there.
And there's a lot more games left, so here we go. We got Ardilla throwing down that raised nade. A lot of flashes. Util being taken down on the A side. Not much is really happening from the commitment of the SST squad. They're working their way slowly. Short to take down Obadiah, but Ardilla's tucked in super close with the judge. He's not going to get one. Unfortunately, Rocco is going to get a triple and a 4K. One more, and he gets the ace. And Wiggy takes it down, and the Huskies hold it down strong against the Scientists, and wow, what a play from Rocca there. Impressive.
Beautiful hold from the Huskies.
I really thought Rocco was going to get the ace there.
Now
the
we
first
wait.
ace of R20 so far of this season. But not too bad. Good hold from them. Obviously, it's the last round of the first half, so this is it before they switch sides. But like you said, it ain't over till it's over.
Now we wait.
Die already set up this. I'm liking this aggressiveness towards the east side. Ooh, look at Ardilla. I don't think they're aware of this aggression.
Face your fear!
The Huskies are starting to get caught. Open up the door! Ardilla gets a collateral! Oppenheimer trades it out. Jetagoku's there to save the day and help his teammate out. And Fade is getting absolutely bombarded. Oppenheimer gets taken down. It is all to Evil Dave. What a great strategy from the Huskies. Flash going down. Obadiah can't see a thing, but it's okay. His other two teammates are coming out. Evil Dave gets taken down by Obadiah, and Huskies back-to-back wins to end the first half. Wow. That's a good win to end it on.
That is beautiful.
9-3 curse. Here we come.
9-3 curse.
So, for those that don't know, in the Valorant gaming community, when it comes to 9-3, a lot of times, a lot of teams choke. Not saying it's going to happen, but it's a potential possibility if the Huskies keep going.
They will and can, or maybe will be able to make it a turnaround. The Huskies.
I might be able to bring it back.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a good first half to end it on. Obviously, the first half was not the best on the Husky squad, but now that they're starting to read what their opponents are, the Scientists are doing, it's going to start making it much more difficult for them to execute the round wins that they were previously doing. So as long as the Huskies keep doing things like that and throwing off their opponents, we might see a closer game coming up. Ooh, Ardilla got tagged up real bad from that grenade. He is already like 1 HP. Yeah, he's going to trade the weapons with them.
Launching thorns.
Lit up. Rocca.
Thorns activated.
A lot of smokes and delays coming out, but it's looking like a potential A push. Little did they know there's like 3 here. Yeah, they're gonna back off of that. They didn't like what was going on, or was too much going, too much movement. So it's looking like a C push, which, by the way, C is wide open. And I believe Obadiah has already taken the site. So they should be able to get the spike planted. The rest of the team, they're already starting to rotate. Huge Obadiah flash. Huge. He gets 1, gets almost 2, but isn't able to fully close it. But so far, the Huskies are on fire right now. It is all up to Avogadro. He's super low, and he's going to run through the breach. Stun of his teammate. Gets tagged up, but Jetagoku finishes off. And what a good pistol round from the Huskies to start the second half. And wow, here we go.
Let's do this.
It's happening.
We're building it up. The momentum is there. Huskies, they have woken up together as a pack, and they are working together as a unit.
Great teamwork.
So yeah, now their Huskies, they should be able to have some good weaponry. The Scientists, however, are low in economy right now, so they're going to have to save another round because they just lost Pistol Round. Pistol Round's such a big one. So the fact that Huskies have won the second half Pistol Round is really big for them to be able to get enough momentum to climb themselves back and get a close scoring game. So it looks like now the Huskies are starting to feel it, and they're warmed up now. They didn't like what the first half was doing, and now they're getting a groove on. So now they're saying, all right, that's how you want to play, we'll come back. So here we go, Ardilla, quick push with the judge. Absolutely pathetic. It was not ready for that. Another judge comes up on Ardilla. Ardilla is just in another world right now. Gets the double. He's feeling it with the judge. Little does he know he's going to come across the breach. Avogadro got flashbanged by himself by Ardilla and gets taken down. So 3K by him, and they're pushing their way towards the back of the site. Right now it's a 5-2. Oppenheimer slows down Ardilla's momentum. He's going to
enemy
peek with Jinogoku, and Jinogoku gets the double, helps his teammate out, and Huskies with another round win, 5-9.
They think they're better than us. I can help.
Not too bad.
Schrodinger seems to be on par with Ardilla.
Yeah, Ardilla is feeling it. Schrodinger actually has not gotten a kill in the past 3 to 4 rounds. I don't know if you noticed. So he's been at 18 for quite a minute. So I don't think Schrodinger is having a good game right now.
Cutting
At
through.
the second half, obviously. So Ardilla is feeling it now. And then the rest of the team, but there, as we were just talking, just one taps Obadiah like it's nothing. So yep, you waken a sleeping giant, he'll come out,
Oppenheimer
guns
goes
a-blazing
out
for
by
him. Yeah. Down to help his teammate. Ardilla's already posted backside. Used the judge once again. Takes down Avogadro. He's gonna take his Phantom. Jinogoku is gonna plant that spike. Omen's silence going out. Schrodinger. It's right around the corner. Nade going out. Ardilla. Oh. Would have been a huge one. Schrodinger caught Ardilla off guard and slowed him down. Ooh, Raka takes down Schrodinger. Knows that the Omen is still tucked in back. He has 3 bullets left in his mag. I don't know if he notices it. He has 3 shots. Reload, and there you go. Wiggy took both of them down. And Evil Dave gets taken out. And here we go. A little bit closer matchup on the scoring. And Huskies with another round win. They've won 5 rounds in a row now since the first half. So it's looking a little spicy now. And if you're SST right now, I'd be a little bit worried.
It seems like SSC is going to go on and save round this round. For those who do not know, the Sheriff does 149 damage to the head.
At long distance though, right?
Yeah.
I was going to say up close or medium range, it's still 1 hit. But yes, it is 149 at long distance. Ooh, Oppenheimer, the first pick on Rack. A big pick from the eco round. It looks like a full-on flank from the defensive team, but they got on A site because they full stack C. So nobody was A. They got a free plant, and now they just got to hold in a 4v4 right now. Avogadro takes down Ardilla. Eco is looking really good right now for SST. They're working their way back over here to retake this site. 4v3 in SST's favor right now. Probably about 45 seconds left on the spike to be able to take them all out and defuse in time. Wiggy tucked up right here. Jinogoku and Obadiah takes down Avogadro with Pythagoras. Another player gets down. Schrodinger gets 1. Schrodinger gets a second. It is a 1v2. It's all up to Obadiah who takes out Evil Dave. And Schrodinger right at the end. Does he have enough time to get that spike defuse? Does he have enough time? Oh, 0.91 second on the clock. Not enough time to defuse it. And Holmes just clutch up another round win, bringing the close score to a 7-9 game against SST.
Those were some very nice picks by Schrodinger. That Sheriff can put things to work.
Wow, that was impressive. I actually thought that they might have had lost that eco, but fortunately they lucked out just a tad. 0.91 seconds on that clock, just a tad. But huge round win for the Huskies. Now this game is a close game. So it is anyone's game. Anything can happen. And it ain't over till it's over. So we're going to see what the Huskies can keep on doing and see if what SST can fight back to be able to close out their game. Fast Yoru ult goes out. Yoru's checking the site right now. Spots down the Vice. He's going to TP himself. He's going to get out of his ult. Takes down the Evil Dave. Schrodinger gets taken down by Ardilla. Schrodinger is going to take down Ardilla as well. They trade each other with the raises. So now it's a 3v3 situation.
Last
Spike
player
carrier was
standing.
killed, but Pythagoras
down
gets a
A.
double. It's all up to
Enemy
Obadiah
remaining.
in this
Time to
1v2.
jump.
Now a 1v1. Avogadro gets taken out. Hits 3k.
Fake
Can he
teleport.
clutch this out? Fakes his clone. Spike is down. Oh, it's all ring around the rosy now. It is all.
I got
Does
the
he know he's
spike.
right behind him? Does he know he's right behind him? Oh my god, did Pythagoras see him?
He
Pythagoras? Did Pythagoras see him? Oh, I think he did. Just a tab, but wasn't able to get a shot off. 30 seconds left. He's already working his way towards C. And it's a 1v1. Obadiah's going to plant that
30
spike.
seconds left. Spike planted.
Looks like Pythagoras is working his way towards the back. Obadiah knows exactly where he's at. He's going to tuck himself. He only has a few bullets left. He's going to reload. He's going to back off. Pythagoras is working his way. Doesn't know where he could be. He's trying to use his util to help. I think he's going to smoke the spike, and he's going to stick it. I possibly believe it. He just and Obadiah faked him out with the clone. Oh my goodness. Obadiah with a huge clutch, bringing it to another round win in a row. They have won about 7 rounds in a row, and it is almost a tie game. Huskies are fighting strong. SST are letting this game slip away.
This is such a close game. It's so exciting to see both teams put their best into the game. It seems like we're going to go work towards the C site here by the scientists.
Looks like the Huskies are doing a full-on sprint push to C right now as Ardilla does have his goal to work with. He's going to pop it. Pythagoras gets taken down right before the TP. Evil Dave takes down Obadiah to slow down the pace and trade it off, but they have taken the site, and Evil Dave backs off. He's not going to fully commit, but he was tagged up a little bit. They should be able to get this spike planted by Raka, and it is a 4v4. Evil Dave trying to get a spot of another pick towards the back. Not much he can really do as the rest of his team is rotating from the middle portion of the map. The breach charge is going out, trying to slow down. Ardilla was just out of range. Flash is going down by breach. Huge satchel. The satchel, oh my god, slowed him down, and it wasn't able to him to peek, but Oppenheimer and Overgrado get a double. Oppenheimer gets another, and a breach ult goes down by Jetto Goku. What can he do? They are defusing the spike. Jetto Goku has to push. He gets stunned. Isn't able to get the spike in time. No, unfortunately isn't able to get an angle. He's going to back off. Unfortunately wasn't able to stop the spike being defused, and SST finally get a round win after what was looking like a scary streak of losses in this second half.
We are moving over here to round 19.
Okay.
For
No
those
sure.
who do not know, there are only 24 rounds into the game.
Flash out.
Util's going out. It's looking like the Huskies are working their way towards the A, and they're going to open up the door. Smoke's going out. Obadiah gets the first pick on Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer gets taken down as the rest of the team are rotating towards the back of site. Ardilla is on fire with the double. He's going to go up the rope. Is he going to get Schrodinger? Schrodinger just manages not to get out in time, and Evil Dave takes on Jetto Goku. It is a 1v3. It's all up to Evil Dave with the Spectre, but he does have an ult to work with if he chooses to use it. Spike has already been planted, and it looks like one of the players is lurking towards mid while 2 are sight watching the spike. So Raka and Wiggy holding it down while his teammate Ardilla is kind of working, trying to play the lurks, and Raka caught him off guard. And Huskies with another round win, bringing it to a 1-point game, 9-10.
None of my stuff has malfunctioned yet.
Can we celebrate that? By the Huskies here. The scientists are going on a save round.
Yeah, if you're SST side, I would definitely consider saving this round. That last round was a really big one. So now that the economy is kind of cooked, they need to regain it back a little bit in this next round. So try to get some picks, see what you could do off of the eco, and then see what you could do against the Holmes Huskies. Because the Huskies right now are feeling it. They have come out full swinging, all gas, no brakes. And right now, Obadiah popped his ult. He's checking to see if there's anybody on the site. Evil Dave is close. Ardilla is going to headshot him right up close in the face. So now the rest of the team know it's going to be going to C. So now they're all starting to rotate. Spike should be getting planted here shortly. And it looks like they're going to plant it towards the C side. That way they can hold it down towards the late if they lose control of the site. Ooh, look at this flank by Obadiah. Oh my goodness, Obadiah with the triple flank is bringing it to a tie game, 10-10. Wow, from being down 9-3 coming back 10-10 is quite impressive. What a second half we are having, and what a game the Huskies have come out full guns a-blazing. And if you're on the SST side, you really got to start coming out with, mixing things up if you really want to be able to counter this activity that's happening with the Huskies.
Obadiah went in with a judge and came out with the Phantom. Huge win from Obadiah.
Cutting through.
It's looking like another A-side push. Oppenheimer is all alone on the site this time. Full buy's coming out by SST. But the door's going to get broken. Schrodinger almost gets taken down by Ardilla. Just gets out just in time. Nades delaying the time. Oppenheimer takes an Obadiah, slows down the pace of the Yoru. But Ardilla's going to trade out. The Raze Boombot goes away. Satchel's going down to slow down Avogadro. But a great trade by him, being into a 4v3. And Ardilla just misses with just a little bit on Avogadro. Avogadro gets the bottom on him. But here we go. The defenders are trying to retake the site. Goku gets one. It is a 3v2. Spike has been planted. And they are both going through to the door side. Evil Dave gets one. Goku trades it out. It gets a double. Get the 4K for the win. And Huskies, for the first time of this game, have finally taken the lead.
This is such a close game from both teams.
What a comeback. What a comeback. I was not expecting this. It was 9-2. It was 9-2 at one point. What a game. The Huskies have fully been awakened. They said, hold on, hold my beer. I'm going to come back. Come back stronger than ever. With another one. With that wombo combo. Wiggy gets one on Schrodinger. So now, there's only, I believe, one on the site of A. Avogadro's going to slow it down. Takes down Obadiah, trades it out. But stun's going out, and Wiggy is there to trade it out. Avogadro actually got two off of that. Ardilla gets another. Evil Dave trades it out. 2v2 situation. Spike has not
One enemy remaining.
yet. Raka takes out Pythagoras.
Last
Evil
player
Dave
standing.
who gets Raka, but Wiggy is there to clean it up against Evil Dave, and he's going to get the spike plant for the economy just in time.
Match point.
And Huskies match point. 12-10 against the Scientists. SST.
Huskies working together is
Can't win by yourself. You gotta win as a unit. You gotta win as a pack, and that's what the Huskies are doing. They gotta work together. I don't know if any of you guys follow the Valorant community, but in the last major, there was a bunch of big plays happening with that Odin. So Ardilla's feeling it. He has an ult. Goku has an ult. An op is coming out as well from Raka. So this is looking really scary. It's do or die for SST though. They can maintain themselves. Ardilla's popping that Raze ult. Gets stunned on the way. He might potentially get one on Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer gets taken down by Ardilla. Ardilla's gonna back off. Now he's not gonna fully commit just yet, but they are feeling it. The team are gonna it gets the headshot, but isn't able to get it just in time before Pythagoras trades it out. Obadiah takes on Schrodinger. It's all up to Avogadro as Wiggy takes down the second remaining. Avogadro, they know where he is. He's stunned. He's flashing. He's doing everything he can. But the Huskies come back with an ever revolutionary win against Scientist SST, 13-10. What a great game from the Husky squad. Wow.
the 9-3 curse is real.
There you go.
It is very real.
Literally just proved it.
They
Proved
proved
it.
it.
We might have jinxed it too, but it is a statistical fact that always happens.
Yep.
That is insane. What a huge game. Ardilla absolutely was on fire that game. Like,
Yes.
that dude could not be stopped. Every time, especially when he brought out that judge and he raised satcheled himself onto the site, like, he just couldn't be stopped. It was unbelievable, unreal. Great games from him, and then his teammates obviously were doing such a great job. Huge shout out to the rest of the squad. But also, huge shout out to SST for putting up such a big fight, and it was looking like it was going to be a dominant fashion, but unfortunately fell short towards the end. They weren't able to close it out. The Huskies came back stronger than ever, and Huskies once again are trying to prove themselves why they deserve to be, up in the top.
Yes. Beautiful teamwork from both teams. Thank you so much, everyone.
That was awesome. Awesome job from them. I think obviously tough loss from the SST squad, but at the end of the day, they still played pretty well in their own ways. They just unfortunately let it slip away just at the end when they started getting a little bit more comfortable. But once the Huskies, once they start getting warmed up, once they were starting to work and get a little feel, I'm sure they probably upped their communication. Remember that timeout that we have? I'm sure in that timeout they probably had a whole all right, guys, let's sit back. Let's figure out what we're messing up. We're down really bad right now. Let's see how we can come back. How can we regain composure, calm, cool, and collected. And obviously they worked together as a team. They worked themselves back, and they solidified a victory against a big, strong team like SST.
That was beautiful.
So, yeah, awesome job from them. I think the whole matchup was really entertaining to watch. Obviously, towards that second half, I didn't know where it was going to go. It was looking like, Scientists had that, pretty easily in the first half, and obviously they were up pretty well. But towards the end, and then going into the second half, the Huskies, man, they came alive. They said, hey, we're still here. We're not out. Can't count us out. And like we mentioned earlier, it ain't over till it's over. So that's why you can't always count these teams out even at their worst, because anything can happen. And, that's what it's about. That's what Valorant's all about.
Yes.
So it makes it fun
definitely.
to watch. But, yeah, great plays from them. I think they did. I think, obviously coming off of that loss from the SST, I think, you should just learn and just try to fix the mistakes that were made so that way, they aren't repeated in the future. Obviously, you can't win them all. Obviously, this can happen, and it does happen to even the best of the best out there. But at the end of the day, the other team came out on top, and the other team, they were down the entire time, and they didn't give up. They had perseverance with each other. They worked together as a team, and they won together. So, I mean, that's just what that's what happens. It's pretty simple. Anything can change just like that.
Yep.
So yeah, that's why you can't get too comfortable, especially when you're up and about and you think it's over, and you're about to win, but it ain't over.
No, sir.
Just not quite yet. Not quite yet.
I am just super happy to see the races actually get kills with those ultimates, because sometimes, Rosa ult,
Yep.
they can happen.
Yep, it does happen where they pop the ult and nothing happens. So I think every single time both teams they popped their ult, they were able to get at least one.
Yes. And those picks that they got meant something to the round, and they made the rounds very, very exciting to watch.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And a huge shout out to Ardilla, because that guy always plays Raze, and whenever he's a Raze, always pops off and performs just like that. And he puts up a show. So great job to them and the rest of the home squad that are there with him that helped. Obviously, every other plays. Rocco was even popping off on some other points, too, against them. So, yeah, great job. Just unfortunate ending for the SST team.
Definitely.
But, yeah. But we still got another upcoming matchup, so we're not quite done yet. That was just the third matchup of the day. We still got Cast A versus the Clark Cougars upcoming. So, eventually, we're going to have them coming on top. To the next match. We're not going to see any more from the Huskies or the SST for the day, but we will see Cast A come back. They did get their first round win earlier against BESA, Bobcats, right?
Yes.
Okay, Bobcats, and so now they're going to be playing the Clark Coogs. Clark Coogs actually got the first win today, for those that are just tuning in, against Harlan Hawks. So now we're coming into this next matchup eventually. The players are just starting to get ready. They're trying to get their PCs all set up. But once we get that all worked up, we'll be closing it out with the last remaining games of the day.
Definitely. I am so excited.
All right. So, yeah, just a couple minutes. We'll be starting real here shortly. Yeah, they're just getting set up. They're warming up their shots. And, yeah, they should be doing some crazy plays just like that, what we just watched. That was awesome. That was crazy. The fact that they had full control, and towards the end when Huskies were at their worst, they were coming up with strategies that were throwing off the SST guys to the point where they had no idea what was going on. And once like 2 or 3 people fell down, it all crumbled.
Yes.
And I don't think they were able to maintain those rounds besides that one round where I believe Schrodinger, or the Rays on the other team, where he almost defused the spike. Because that round was kind of like the midpoint of the game. If they had won that round, I don't think Huskies could have been in the position that they were towards that second half. That one round leading up to that defuse was kind of like the be-all, end-all for the game. And just short of that defuse, 0.91 seconds, just short. So it's unfortunate, but it was a great job. Just good. It was fun. That was a fun match.
That was very fun to watch. Crazy plays, crazy shots.
Yep.
That one angle that I believe it was, what was it, Schrodinger?
The collateral with Ardilla, when he got the when he opened the door, gets the collateral on like the guys, and they had no idea what was happening, and then it just all fell apart.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was very beautiful to watch. Same with the Judge gameplay. I love the Judge. Does a lot of damage close range.
Yep, especially when you're playing like an agent like Raze. Like, all you got to do is satchel yourself, and you're flying in so hard. If the guy sees a flying Raze, if he doesn't headshot you, you're already dead.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't going to compete against that. And then he's got a Judge up close, you're getting headshotted. So, yeah, it's just almost unstoppable, especially for a close quarter map like Lotus. I feel like on that C side, like the C side can really like utilize those close quarter engagements a lot better than the other maps.
Definitely.
So that's what it comes down to, though, because when you have to utilize other weapons that aren't like the main ones to use that are strong, you have to come out with other stuff to like mix it up a little bit. And that's what Huskies actually really benefited from. They were getting a little bit more aggressive on their playstyle. I think the first half they were very, very reserved, very like conservative playstyle to the point where they weren't really willing to commit fully, and they were unsure. They were indecisive with their decision making. So I think it got to the point where they said, all right, guys, after that timeout, I think they were like, all right, guys, let's start making more decisive plays. Like, if you send it, just go. Like, if you do this, just go in. And then you do this, you do that. And then I think once they figured that strategy out, it worked in their favor because SST were caught off guard. And what SST was benefiting off of is they were able to delay and able to stop Holmes because of how slow pace that they were playing at the beginning. But, yeah, that's just what it comes down to. But going up into this next matchup, so Cast A, they were the ones that won the championship this past R20 of 2024-2025 season back in April for the finals. They actually beat the Huskies, the Holmes Huskies, in the finals for the best-of-3 series. But they're going to be playing Clark Cougars now. So Coogs have been kind of here and there. They just came off of the win today, so I'm going to see what they're going to be doing against their matchup. Like I said, Cast A, they have like a new roster. So Cast A are still the fan favorites to win this tournament. However, I still think with their new lineup, it might be a little bit different. And so I'm wondering to see if Clark Coogs has anything different compared to what Cast A has to offer. What type of agents do you think we might see?
I am still waiting on that Sage. But to be honest, I really want to see some Viper again. Earlier, we had some amazing Viper gameplay from both teams. I believe it was Cast A.
Yeah, I think no, I think it was the Coogs versus Harlan Hawks. So we saw Vipers for both of those teams.
Yeah, that was very beautiful, very well coordinated from both teams, from both players.
No, for sure. And I think what Cast A, I think so going back to your agent, I don't think Sage will be played as well for this meta currently, and I think unfortunately Sage is in a rough spot right now for Valorant because what used to make her really useful is now not as useful as these other characters. Like, why play a Sage when you have the option to play Skye that can heal other teammates and can stun and flash, and then you have another agent that can, when he gets taken out, she could be revived, Clove.
Yeah.
So she could just rest herself, and if she gets a pick, she's back in the game. And I feel like that's just such a huge like change. And then ISO, when he pops his ult and he gets somebody in that ult, he's basically in a different dimension. And if he gets the win, like, he benefits off of that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hopefully someday Sage will be revived again.
We'll see. Maybe she could res herself. She has to res herself first.
I do really enjoy. I am so sorry,
good.
but I do really enjoy the Viper because she can hold like 2 sites, maybe 3 sites at once.
Oh, and like if you pop the ult around a wall, it'll just go around it. Like the big blob of poison will just go everywhere.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, Viper ults are the most intense ults out there, especially post-spike plant, because if you're a Viper and you plant the spike and you pop ult, once those enemies walk into your Viper smoke, they're already losing health to the point where it's going to drop all the way to almost 1 HP. So as long as you're in a good spot in that poison ult and you have like a Molotov or a little poison, they call it mollies, to use, you can take out somebody super quick with that poison. Yeah. So I definitely agree with that. Viper is probably one of the goated agents. Pretty surprised we didn't see her this game, but it looks like they switched it out instead for a breach, and then we saw a Vise and Clove.
Omen.
Yuri, the Yuri where he spiced things up. I actually think Obadiah did a fantastic job on the Yuri, because what he kept doing is whenever he popped ult, he would know exactly where the enemies were planning on going and where they were at specifically on the maps. So there's a couple rounds where Obadiah, if the SST guys were going to work their way towards the spike, it was very slow. If they were working their way towards the site, before they even got there, Obadiah is already in their spawn, and he's telling his teammates, hey guys, they're all back here. Like, everybody should just start like rotating, or somebody like push in with me. And then he would get out of his ult. He would at least get like 1, maybe 2 picks off of that, and his team would come in and help third party for him. So like, honestly, Obadiah with that Yuri pick really spiced things up, because SST had no idea what to do. But we're going to be going into a quick break, or a quick matchup for the next game. So get ready for this next one to come up.
And we're back here at another stream for Techport, and my name is Brandon.
My name is Micah, and we have Cast versus Cougars, Clark Cougars, and we're ready to see this next map. It's going to be on Abyss, it looks like.
Awesome, awesome. So what are some predictions that you have for coming into this game, like you think?
Well, it's kind of hard to tell where these teams are at. We've seen 2 of them both play, but it's been kind of a stomp. So it seems like we're having 2 good teams here playing against each other. Let's see how they both do.
100%, yeah. I mean, just looking at just this entry like characters for right now, right? This is the first time we're gonna, first off, be seeing Abyss. For this entire day. I think that's incredible.
Yeah, we've been stuck on Lotus most of the day.
Yeah, definitely. All Lotus and then 1 Ascent. So it's good to get a nice fresh air of a map. But, you know, character-wise, you know, we're seeing the double initiator plays in this list right now. And I think it's all because of their playstyles that they're going to be going into this game.
So we have a double initiator on defender's side, and on attackers, it looks like they're going double duelist. So is this an attacker-sided map?
So for Abyss, this is a little weird, because I'm not actually like familiar with Abyss. The only thing I'm actually familiar with Abyss is, you know, you get to fall off the map. That's like the best feature in the whole game. But if I'm not mistaken, I think it's defender sided a little bit. I think that's how it is usually for like the 2 site maps. And then the 3 site maps is whenever it gets to attacker side, because it's that additional location.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Cass is going to be on attackers first, while Clark is going to be on defense.
Awesome.
So the double duelist team is going to be on defense. Let's see how that starts out for them.
Yeah, like, you know, I wonder like if they're going to try to push out of the sites, you know, try to get some space. I think that's like their best case, like a best reasoning for that double duelist on the defense side as well. But we'll just have to see here.
Yeah, all right. We got game starting here. Sona era going out.
Yeah, so I think for these first couple of rounds, it's all about, you know, feeling out how the teams will play. Let's see. We're actually already going to be getting an early pick at the start of this round, just a few seconds in.
Yeah, using that breach utility very well.
100%. So right now there's, like, I believe there was 2 people also 1 HP on top of that early pick, which is really good for the side of Cougars.
Yeah, they're coming out here with a strong push. It looks like they're trying to get control of site, playing with Heaven.
Yeah, I think right now they're Cass is just playing really passively right now, especially about what happened at the beginning of the round. They're just trying to conserve, you know, audio cues and making sure that they all go out in one go as it happens right now.
Going out for a big push. Shock arrow comes out.
Ooh, big shock dart, but let's see if anything else can happen as Sova actually gets pushed off the map, and everyone on the side of Cash just goes down, and that will be the first round for Clark.
Stay on their
Clark
trail.
having a good control of this site, making sure they're using utility correctly. I mean, those Sova arrows and the shock arrows were fantastic.
Yeah, phenomenal work from Sova. But let's also talk about, I didn't see what properly happened, maybe you did, but the Sova on, I believe it was Cass side, actually fell off the map.
Yes, I'm not sure what pushed him. It might have been, I think he jumped to try to avoid the shock arrow and fell off the
Scanning
map.
ahead.
Well, that's hilarious. But anyway, you know, going into this next round, you know, we're gonna be having a save coming in
Revealing area.
from Cougars, and actually a buy-up from Cass.
Yeah, they're getting control of A.
Yep, and already a plant going down within seconds of this round.
And Euro is playing they're playing very aggressive here. Cass is going for kills. They're not going down.
Exactly.
And there you go, they get a pick on 2 people. The Sova and the Breach are down.
Just 2 members left on the side of Cougars. I wonder what they're going to be able to do, especially with them only having 2 ghosts.
And being on the opposite side of the maps from each other.
100%. Oh, yeah. One's going to be having to get the flank off. Ooh. Let's see if any of them will be able to get a pick, but Cypher actually gets taken out.
By the Yoru. It looks like Cass has dominated this round. They have complete control of this map.
Yeah, and Clove tried to get the weapon, but inevitably gets taken out, giving Cass the round.
And Sova did die there, so that will mess up these econ, but it is a commanding win there for Cass.
100%. Now, I didn't expect this coming from Cass, but even though they lost that first round, they decided to go for the buy-up with the Stingers. And Coogs were still using pistols.
Yeah, well, we do have a Vandal and a few Spectres, but it looks like it is econ for the most part for Coogs.
Yeah, actually, maybe even like across the board here. Like looking at like Cast A, their best weapon they have is the Guardian, which, you know, it's still a good gun. Don't get me wrong, but you know, they don't have a full-on rifle.
Yeah. All right, it looks we're setting up some objective control here. It looks like from Coog's side, they are getting a little bit of a push going down, using some util.
Yeah, let's see what's going to be happening.
A little
here.
bit of blind firing.
Careful now.
Yeah, they use the Yoru clone just to get out any of the Cypher trips that are on here on this site.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit of information. They missed the dart on Goose. Yoro is backing up off that site. He does not like what he sees.
Yeah, I think the entire team of Cass is actually going to be rotating to the other site, but I think Cougars might actually be slightly aware of this rotation.
Yeah, well, they still have 2 members watching B pretty heavily, but the entire team of Cass is going for A now.
Yeah.
They have decided not to go silent. They are fast walking in.
Yeah, but not without getting Breach flash and gets taken out by Breach.
That was a good trade on the side of Cass.
100%. And right now they're going to be trying to get some ground here.
Planted.
And with post plant already on the board, let's see what Cougars are going to potentially do to get back some space.
So we got 2 members levying up. Okay, they're bringing Yoro.
Ooh, Yoru gets taken out by the Clove, but there's just trades all over the board right now. It's all left to a 2 versus 3. Let's see what Noodle and Royalty can do in this post plant scenario.
Last player standing.
Ooh, Royalty gets taken out by Valea. Now all that's left is Noodle, but gets taken out by Breadster, and that will be another round for Cougars.
It was a good retake by Cougars. They used their util correctly. You know, not giving any ground here.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. You know, so far it's just been going back and forth.
But the econ is looking in favor of Coogs. You know, they're buying all Vandals and Guardians this round. And it looks like we're going to have 2 econs on the side of Cass.
Yeah, this is actually looking like a pretty interesting buy. Like as we see, Noodle from Cast A is actually going to be rocking a Sheriff.
Now we win.
While everybody else on Cast A will be running that rifle. Maybe it's for the best. Who knows?
Who's
It
next?
does look like Cass is only got one ulti, and they've used it already. They're pushing up. They're going fast take on the site.
I'm back.
The Yoru TP comes in. 2 kills for the Yoru.
Nasty 2-piece from Yoru, but let's see.
Fantastic take of sight from Cass.
Yeah, phenomenal take. Plan already down, and Cougars are just now making it back to the A site.
Okay, hit with the recon bolt from the Coogs drone. There's just too much utility coming from Cass. They cannot push the site. They are all funneled to this one choke point.
Yep, and you know, Cass is just ready for when Cougars will inevitably push out from this one choke point. That seems to be the only viable thing here.
They're getting slowed down. They can't seem to find the angles. So a little bit of a whiff here from Cass.
Ooh.
Oh, and there they go. They get the kill.
Yeah, and the rest of the Cougar members are actually going to be running out, but actually Valea gets taken out by the spike. And Gluxy. Ooh. That's actually pretty interesting. They both tried to escape the spike blast, but one ended up getting caught and one ended up getting taken out still. So that will still be an economic disadvantage for Coogs coming into this next round.
It's a great pick. Even if the round is over, you always want to try to get those picks if you can to ruin econ.
Yeah, 100%. So, you know, going into this round, you know, we're just going back and forth here. You know, there's no surefire, like, solidified what teams will actually come out on top right now. This is actually really close.
A very even match, it seems like, from these two teams.
Yeah, what do you think is, like, some things that they can exploit with one another to get an advantage?
Well, Cass seems to be doing really well with A takes, but the B, they seem to be wasting their time. I'm not sure if they're trying to fake a take, but they seem to always go over there, even though they are planning for the A.
Yeah, I think Yoru's just trying to, like, bring members of Cougars, like, over to him.
Yeah, waste utility and make them think that he is trying to, they're going on a full push.
100%, because look at that, like, all that noise made over on B, they're now going to be executing on the A site, but not without Breacher saying no to their execute.
And he gets refragged.
Ooh, that was still a really good trade coming in from there.
And Cass has control of A site again.
Spike planted.
Everyone from Coog's side is still funneling to this one hallway.
Yeah, let's see what can happen.
And Noodle gets another on Breacher.
Oh, let's see what else can happen. There's all 3 members of Cougars in heaven right now.
And we have 1 member going around the side, but... And he gets taken out by Noodle. Again, Noodle is doing great with these headshots and holding these flanks.
Then now it's just left to these last 2 members, but they're all stuck in one corner. Will they be taken out by Mark?
Mark has a great switch to that pistol. He whiffed a few shots on his Vandal, but then realized, hey, stay calm, stay collected, get those few shots off, and then switch to that pistol, and it worked.
Exactly. Every bullet counted. It was looking a little interesting in the beginning, but, you know, he just ran out of ammo, had to swap over to the pistol. You know what they say, swapping to the pistol is faster
than reloading. Absolutely. What's better than reloading? Another gun.
Or if it was COD, a throwing knife. No.
Yeah. All right, so we got an ult ready on the side of Cass, and they have 3 more almost up.
Oh yeah.
Just 2 or 3 kills here. We will have a full stocked ultimates on Cass. They're going for a full swing A. They're not sending Yoru to the other team. They're trying to do a fast take of sight.
Yeah, but there's actually going to be the Astra ult pop
And they
there.
see the whole team too.
Ooh,
oh, and
Valea!
Valea whiffs the headshots on Mark. Or the armor is just too much, and Dasher's also getting picked up by Noodle here.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of things can happen during this round. It's going to be a 4 versus 3. Oh, yeah, they're playing patient. They know that's a flash.
Yeah, they do not take the bait.
Let's see, Noodle gets a pick.
Yeah, the Breacher stamping out, but he's not able to get a pick. He is not waiting for his team. So we have 2 people on each.
One
They're
enemy
on Heaven
remaining.
and the other one from CT is not alive anymore. And Heaven is taken out as well. Cass has a commanding, control of A every time. Cougar cannot seem to keep control of their A site.
100%, like especially with that Astra ult, right? They popped that Astra ult and it gave Cass the opportunity to just push into sight, get that early plant down with no audio, by the way, because you can't hear audio through that wall. And Cass just got advantage of the entire site, so Cougars wasn't able to pull anything off.
Well, Cougars are on an econ round here. They do
ahead.
have 3 ultis up. Let's see if they can do something with that. Okay, they've got the ping on the Yoru. Let's see if they...
Good stun!
Good stun and a great frag off of that breacher.
But we also have to mention that he's now at 10 HP. So, good pick, but he's now going to be at exponentially low HP.
Well, it's better to get a frag and get out than get a frag and die. So
100%.
yeah, Cass is pushing up here. They're trying to take this B site. And they are just getting frags left and right.
Yeah, it's just like the frags are just getting handed. Like they're swinging stuff that are just completely in the open right now.
Yeah, and the Astra smokes are doing a phenomenal job of blocking these sight lines.
Spike planted.
They cannot get into these sites or peek anything without being smoked.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a flash and a swing with the Yoru.
Phenomenal flash, but will anything be happening? Oh, and that will not happen there. That was a phenomenal flash. I think if that Cypher had anything but a shorty there, more things could have been done there.
Yeah, I mean, that's that econ round, though. That, the econ is very important in these games. When you have such a commanding lead like Cass does, it's so hard to get these right weapons on the other side.
Oh, yeah, 100%. So going into, round number 8 here, the buyups are looking pretty okay despite Coogs not really getting these last few rounds.
Very small econ round from Coogs, it looks
Right
like.
there.
Okay, we have another A push, it looks like, to the side of Cass.
Yeah, with the Yoru ult coming out, let's see if they're going to be able to actually take out this Cypher.
Coogs is not, Coogs is now finally aware of that full B push, and they are rotating. Ooh. We have some whips coming from this Cypher.
Yeah, Valea's trying to hold down the point here.
And they're going to reverse. They are walking right past B, and they are going right back to A. Astra is staying behind to maybe get a little bit of a refrag.
With concealment.
Yeah,
and it looks like she's going to try to do something here. She might get peeked by the Spectre. Oh, she is fine. Cypher is not able to see her. But they have this hallway under control, and here comes the sonar dart.
Ooh, that's going to really tell their position right there.
Yep, and he got the 2 pings off of their team. They're going for a mid push, it looks like, trying to get control of Heaven.
Oh, let's see what else can be happening here. Yeah. With all 3 of them in mid, this is actually a really good play as Gluxy gets a pick onto the Cypher. Will this be a potential where they can rotate back into the B site?
And Astra is getting pushed off of this angle with the Goose and the Breacher stun.
Oh, Astra has to be aware of this
and
Yoru.
They have re-rotated back to B, and they are planted, and the spike is down.
And Yoru doesn't look to the right and misses the Astra completely.
Last player standing.
And now just the rest of the members of Cass gets taken out on site. It's all left to the Astra, and Heaven takes one. Will there be enough time for this last?
And she is taken down. That is incredible. Coogs is actually able to get control of the site again.
Oh my goodness. That was interesting.
It
honestly.
seemed like on the side of Cass, they had some indecision on where to go after these plays have gone bad. They went for the B push, weren't able to get it, tried to go for a mid push, but were stopped again. Suffering from a little bit of indecision.
Yeah, and let's talk about the flank that that Breadster was doing. He was having a perfect flank, would have gotten that Astra early, wouldn't have gotten that close, but he didn't look to the right.
And he didn't check his corners. You always got to check those corners.
But anyway, we're going into this next round. We got some dronage happening. Let's see if maybe Casper's getting another fast take as Toxel gets an early pick, but gets traded out early by Dasher with a 3.
Dasher getting a 3 by sitting in that corner is fantastic.
Yeah.
And Reacher coming out of that smoke again and dropping down and not able to do steady his aim enough to get these picks. It is now a 2v2
Yeah,
with a spike down on Cass.
Despite those 3 picks coming in from Dasher, it's just, you know, it's still going to be a 2-on-2, so it's all left to these last 2 members
and Astra
to get these
poking
wins.
out here, and she gets the kill.
Pops ult too. The Clove will be able to get a pick, but will not be able
Sova
to.
looked at the perfect time to get that Cypher as he was rotating for that flank and just did not see him. Got his head popped.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Dasher went absolutely crazy that round. But at the end of the day, the rest of the team got picked off. Cast A played their cards correctly with how the rest of the round played out.
Yeah, Coogs is also just is not being able to pick up the cue of what site is being taken. They are lingering a little too long on the opposite side of the map, it seems like.
Yeah, yeah. They're always scared for the
ahead.
For the flank, I think.
The flank or the re-push. Because, I mean, I will say Cass has been doing this over and over again of pushing one site and then going back. But it looks like it's a full commit to A. Coming through Heaven.
Let's see if Dasher will be able to get one.
And a double peek
drone
from red side, and they are able to take one, but Dasher's able to get the refrag.
Let's see if anything can happen here. Royalty in a really good spot. Having heaven control is phenomenal for Cass, but it's actually Flash that gets taken out. But are they aware of Royalty as well?
It looks like they are. They don't seem to have enough util to deal with him and close him off.
Royalty pick. It's all left for, it's a 3-on-3 right now. Even
Yoro's going for the flank, and they do not know he's there. Or they do. He's out, and he gets one kill. But he gets one kill before he dies.
It's all down for the Clove.
And it's a 2v1, and Clove seems to not have it. They are saving their econ.
Yeah, saving the Spectre. Maybe they can go back and get a rifle.
It looks like Cast A is still looking for that kill. They are hungry for it.
They're trying their best, you know. They don't want a weapon in the enemy's hands, you know. They want to get the clean classics just you know, running against them.
Yeah, Cass seems to be very confident right now in the way that they are playing. They do not feel stressed at all. They are ready to take these duels.
Yeah, it was looking really close at the beginning of the matches, but like as we go on throughout the match, it's just been getting, the gap has been growing further and further apart with these teams.
Yeah. Yeah, now we're at 7-3, and it looks like we have a little bit of a technical timeout here.
Yeah. So with this little timeout, what do you think Coogs can do a little bit differently here on this defense side? Like, what have they been doing improper?
I mean, not realizing when Cass is committing to a site, and like they do have a Sova. They have the way to, you know, get information and to spot these players, and it is not being utilized correctly, or, you know, they just need to either get some more information, or once they have their information, you know, commit to realizing, hey, this is the site we need to go to.
100%.
I think also a lack of mid control here is like detrimental to their style of play. If they had more mid control, the rotates from each site would be much easier for the side of Coogs.
Yeah, definitely.
This goes here.
More intel, I think would have been
Yes,
the
this should
play.
go.
But let's just see how things will go as Cass is going to be trying to execute early into this B.
This B push in here, this Yoro is doing great work and is completely countering this Cypher. The Cypher doesn't see it coming. He sees the Yoro. Yoro does not see the Cypher. They have control of B. They've backed up too much. The utility was too much for them, and they are getting the plant down. And there comes the frag from Yoru on the Cypher. And Dasher gets a kill again.
Let's see if anything else can be done here.
We have
4v4.
a little bit of a flank coming off from the side of Coogs.
Yeah, Brexter with an early pick, but will Royalty be able to get another pick with the Shock Dart potentially? I do not think so. Mark with a pick of his own. It's down to a 3v3.
Dasher has control of this heaven a little bit, and the ult comes out from Dasher. He sees him, he gets
Last
the Euro.
player standing.
But can't take it out quite.
Not yet, and he gets shot from the other side of the map.
That was a little tough there, especially the
Last
spot
round
where
in the half.
Dasher popped the ult. I feel like that was a very improper ult.
Yeah, he
play
got
right
he
there.
got panicked after his few teammates died and thought, hey, this is the way to get those frags I need, but was not able to do it quick enough.
Yeah, so it, you know, that was definitely unfortunate for the side of the Coogs. But right now it's last round before the swap, so all the marbles for this side goes to this round, and we'll just see how the swap is.
Getting this ulti point for Yoru. He is 1 kill away from having his ult. We do have the Sova ult on the side of Cass. I don't believe any ultis are up on the side of Coogs. This is going to be a hard hold for them.
I have the spike.
Yeah, I think if anything, if Cass really wanted both ults, they would just farm this ult and just start sending it.
Yeah.
Especially
Coogs is still committed to this B side. It is a push. They do not realize it yet.
Yeah, they are still super static. Like everything's going out on A.
And he gets the frag on Redster, and Noodle gets a frag on Dasher.
Really good, impactful picks, and even with those 2 picks, we're still at a standstill from the Coogs, right? They're right now at a pickle in CT.
Yeah, they always get stuck in one room while trying to push out.
Done. Noodle gets extremely low,
One
but
enemy
Toxo
remaining.
actually ends up getting 2. It's all down to the clone, which gets taken out by Mark Jason. Ooh, phenomenal round.
Yeah,
Switching
and we
sides.
have a very commanding lead in the side of Cass here on Attacker, but it's a swap side, so we might see a reverse sweep here from Coogs. It is possible, but it looks like it is on the side of Cass right now.
100%. Yeah, let's not count Coogs out, because, you know, looking back at the last match, it was also down 9-3. And just one by one,
That's very true. The 9-3 might be the perfect number for the comeback.
It's the curse. It's the curse. What they always say. If it was 4-8 or if it was 2-10, that wouldn't have mattered. But 9-3, this is where comebacks truly happen.
These are the magical numbers for comebacks.
Yeah, 100%. So let's see how we are going to be rolling into this, as Mark just
Gets
absolutely obliterates Breadster on the first second of the round.
He actually gets the kill through the wall. Yeah, it hits that clip of the wall and is just like, there's nothing much you can do against that.
Yeah, what do? You don't even see your opponent.
Yeah.
Revealing
A Sova
area.
arrow coming out from Dasher here as he's pushing up in mid. He doesn't ping anything, so he thinks he's fine here. The Astra
Right
is
here.
there. He sees him. And he is going to go around, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like the entire team of Cougars will actually try to rotate into the B site, but I think Cass is ready for this.
Yeah, Cass is going for the rotate right now. They are moving the Astra and the Yoru over to B. And Sova looks to be going through their spawn.
Yeah, even though...
But it looks like Coogs has realized it, and they are going for the slow walk back to A.
It's the double-double
It is.
take.
This is actually a phenomenal play to fake the rush to B and then slow walk to A.
Right here.
And it looks like Cass has picked up on it a little
30
bit.
seconds left.
Yeah, unlike Cougars, Cass is immediately on the case when they just sense that Cougar is doing this retake onto the A site, as
They're very quick to react.
yeah, 100%. Breach is gonna be trying to put down the plants, but
Pushed up and gets a pick.
ooh, 2
One
gets taken
enemy
out.
remaining.
Actually, 4.
And Mark and Royalty clean up the entire team.
Oh my goodness. I think Cougars just had the same issue as they did on the other half, right?
Indecision and
Yes.
no commitment.
Exactly. They have to commit onto a site, because that's something that Cass is not going to be used to, right? I don't know the last time that Cougars have done just a full-on take. I know the util can be a little scary, right?
Play some
But you just bait out the util, then just execute right after you notice that, hey, they don't have this util. Why don't we just go for it?
Yeah, Cass has been doing great with these 5-man plays and realizing where their whole team needs to be, but Coogs is afraid of going on a full rush to any site.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's see if maybe they're going to be changing it up, but just looking at the minimap here, it's looking just a little split with Yoru maybe trying to get some util out onto the B site as the rest of them try to make the main push over onto the A.
And we have the Cypher peeking out here on the mid and is almost shot by this Astra, but he realizes it and he gets the opposite angle while using a smoke. And Yoru is taken out by Mark.
Oh my goodness. And the members of Cast actually gain control of that A orb, which will get them one step closer to their ult.
Very true. And, you know, again, Coogs has not committed to a site yet. They're still in mid right now, not sure exactly which way to go. Okay, they look like they're the bomb or the spike is being committed to B. Breacher is looking for this peek. He's setting up for a blind or a stun.
But Mark, oh, Mark gets it.
Mark has been doing great with these shots.
30 seconds left.
Oh my Time to jump. Be able to get another pick onto.
I believe. Oh. But the Astra smoke comes in and saves it.
Yep, but
then Noodle just walks straight through it and gets the kill. Double kill. It looks like it might be a triple.
10 seconds
See if
left.
it'll happen, or will Mark be the one to take the triple?
And Mark gets it through the wall once again.
Phenomenal wall bang. See, it's like things like this have just constantly been happening throughout the game, right? It's like we see that Mark misses a shot, but it doesn't even matter because he has backup of his team.
Yeah, and he's always got the follow-up shot. He never loses confidence in himself to get these shots.
No, yeah, 100%. Like he's just so confident. He's like the lion sin of pride from 7 Deadly Sins, if you've ever seen that. You
gets
know,
stronger the more that he believes in himself. I know exactly what you're talking about. And that is a big thing with these FPS competitive things. You know, being confident and feeling yourself shots. And Mark
my goodness,
just ego peeks and walks straight down mid and gets the kill.
Oh, with full confidence, no HP taken out whatsoever, as Cougars will actually try to commit onto this site. And look, they fully decided to commit onto a site, and Bledster gets an early pick as well. But it's still going to be a 1v4.
Thompson is stopping this push from A main.
And that's left just the clone.
And he gets the kill through the smoke. He kills 3 people on the A main push.
Oh my goodness. I was just about to mention how Bledster, or like the entire Cougars decided to fully commit onto A. After, this whole game, been a little hesitant, and they were finally getting onto site. But as soon as I said that, that's when Toxel just came in from the back and just started demolishing.
Yeah, he gets the Astra smoke down and is able to play that smoke to perfection to get 3 kills.
100%, yeah.
The smokes are devastating for slowing down these fast pushes that both teams like to do, it seems, but... And Yoru has the op here.
Ooh.
And he quits the first shot, but he doesn't lose he re-peeks. And he's smoked out. And he misses the shot again, but he takes his teleport and he is safe.
The operator's just not hitting the same compared to the Outlaw.
It seems like an Astra is spraying through the smoke, trying to get more control of this B-push.
I'll handle this.
But and the Yoru ult is coming down.
Spike planted.
He's going to get his place.
I'm back.
He gets taken out with Yoru.
And he's not able to get a shot off. And the Gecko is taken out as well. The Astra repeats.
And it's all left to the Clove.
And Noodle does a phenomenal job of taking this flank angle and getting these kills. That was a 4K from Noodle.
Yep, and that will actually be game.
We defend
and that is the win for Cast.
We defend this reality.
Pretty dominating. They only got the 3 wins on the defending side, and Coogs lost the rest of the game.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Like, from the beginning of the game, I don't know if it was nerves from Cast side or maybe it was just how Coogs was just playing it against Cast, but it was, it was either team's game.
Yeah.
But Cast just said, I understand it now, and just started obliterating Cougars.
Cast had a definite confidence boost in those first couple rounds and just let it rip.
Oh,
and
yes.
being committed to these 5-man pushes, not being afraid, being confident in their aim and their util to save them. They always knew that if they missed the shot, their buddies would come back, their teammates would come back and get those refrags for them.
Yeah, which is honestly what all you can ask for your team, right? You want to have that utmost confidence that no matter what you do, even if you do a misplay, your teammates will have your back through thick and thin, right? And I think that's what was like the major thing of how Cast A was able to get on top of these matches.
A definite confidence boost for Cast. They have won 2 matches today, it looks like, and Coogs is now 1-1.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Yeah, so we'll see how things will go later on into the future games. But, hey, I'm looking for those close quarter, or not close quarters, sorry, the close matches, right?
Yep.
Those adrenaline pumping clutches, those are the games that we're trying to be looking for here. And I think we could potentially be getting them here soon.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I would love to see ST or Huskies versus this team. But it looks like we are wrapping up here, and we will see you guys later.
Yep. Take care.
Hello, good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the R20 premiere here at Techport Esports Arena here in San Antonio, Texas. My name is Zova.
And my name is Micah.
And we are going into the final matchup of the day. We got the Reagan Rattlers versus the SST Scientists. So
we do. We're seeing Scientists again today.
Yep.
First time we've seen Reagan today. And we're not exactly sure how this game is going to go. Let's hope Scientists can get that lead again and not, lose it this time.
Yeah, they're coming off of a really tough loss against the Holmes Huskies. They were actually up 9-2, and they let the other team come back into the game, losing 10-13. So very, very tough loss. Hopefully they've already, got dialed back up again, going into the next game, putting that game into the past, focusing onto the future as we're getting into the next map, which is going to be on Lotus. So the teams are actually choosing their agents right now. So as we see, looks like Goofy has been hovering over Vito.
And it looks like the Scientists are going to be on attacker's side first, whereas Reagan is going to be on defender.
Okay.
And it looks like they're going for double Sentinel on the defender side, which might be a good call considering that this is a very attack side heavy map.
Yep, that's definitely what we've seen in the past when the teams have been playing up against each other. It looks like the aggressiveness of these teams have actually benefited them with their strategies and with their spike plants. So they've been able to take over the sites just in time and perfectly executed because of how fast-paced this map can be. And in 30 seconds, you could be on one part of the map. The next 30 seconds, you could be on the other side of the map.
Yeah, lots of doors and interesting ways to get onto these sites on the map of Lotus. So it looks like we don't have anything exactly locked in quite yet, but so we have got a match starting here in just a few seconds, but this is going to be an interesting game. Let's see if we can get some more of that early action from Scientists.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if they can come up with a different scientific method, if you know what I'm saying.
That's a great one right there, yeah.
I think the hypothesis is going to be looking a little bit spicy now. Alrighty, so looks like we got Veto, we got KO, Sky, Omen, and Gecko. Okay, interesting. So we are seeing Veto coming out for this tournament. He's one of the newest agents, actually, that just got brought into the game. So he is going to be getting into this game by the Reagan Rattlers of Goofy. And then they're going up against the other team. We got an Omen, Fade, Breach, Vise, and Raze on the Scientists.
Yep, double initiator comp again from Scientists. They very much like this Breacher and Fade combo.
Oh, and we just got an update. We're going to have to restart the game, unfortunately, because they were just told about one of the players they cannot play Veto yet. It is too early because he just got launched into the game, and by rules, not allowed to play him yet.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, he is banned apparently for these matches because of how new he is. Yeah, a lot of these teams practice quite a bit, and when a new character comes out, they like to be able to practice against them quite a bit before actually playing in an actual match.
Yep, it's usually a couple of weeks, too.
I guess miscommunication there between refs and players.
Yep, I think so. I think he was just being goofy. I don't know. What do you think? I think the username checks out. So, yeah, little goofy guy. Goofy-ah.
Yeah. All right, and we are in the middle of recreating this lobby. And, we have almost the exact same team comp from the side of Scientists. Do you think they go, with the remade lobby, they go the exact same comp again?
I think they're going to do a full reset. I think they're going to full restart. I think if they don't want to play a character that they were going to play, I think they might change it. Because I think just by the rules, everybody's already revealed themselves as their character. And it just wouldn't be fair because now Goofy has an opportunity to choose somebody to counter any of those 5 agents that he wouldn't have known prior. So we'll see.
This might be bad for Scientists considering that they played the exact same comp last time. Now that their hand is revealed, they might be forced into picking different characters.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think they're going to completely ban those characters, though. I think they still have the opportunity. I just don't know by the rule book if, because of that issue, that they are forced to do something. Because, look, we're already seeing...
the same lockdown. Yeah. It looks like they're just changing the one character
The one guy there. They just chose to choose... Okay. So, yeah. Here we go. Going into the Lotus, so they got a minute to choose their agents. All the Scientists already chosen, so we're just waiting on the defenders on the Reagan Rattlers squad. So yeah, look, we got a Phoenix, we got a Gecko, potential Vise, Omen, and Sky coming out. And then on the attackers, we got Raze again, Omen, Fade, Breach, and Vise.
Yeah, it looks like Vise is pretty, good at keeping control of these sites on Lotus in particular. Lots of, playing the doorways and having these long hallways is very good for Vise.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good at long-range encounterments. But from a map like Lotus, though, Lotus is a very close-quarter map. So, you're going to come into a gunfight, I would say between 50 to 100 feet average when you run into cross somebody. Sometimes even less than that. So that's why I'm a little bit surprised but impressed at the same time to see if they have... Evil Dave has something evil, some evil weaponry to portray into this game. So only time will tell. And, yeah, as we see the final agents getting chosen, Goofy is going to go with Vise, and then Omen, Sky, Phoenix, and Gecko. So first time seeing Gecko for this tournament so far, 2025 season. So should be interesting.
It's the first time you've seen it?
No, first time seeing for this new R20 season for 2025-2026.
He was played in the last match.
Yeah, he was played. Oh, he was played in the last match.
Yeah,
okay.
He was.
Gotcha. I didn't see a Gecko.
Yeah.
You sure it was Gecko?
Positive.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was on the side.
You sure it wasn't Clove?
Clove was on the side of Coogs.
Okay,
and yes, and Cass had the Gecko.
Oh, that game.
Yes,
gotcha.
yeah.
That was the one game I missed.
Yeah.
Gotcha. My apologies.
No, it's fine. All right, well, it looks like everyone is getting set here. We got 3 people on the side of Reagan holding A. And a mid push out from Phoenix, it looks like, just a little bit. But a full commit to C on the side of SST.
Yeah, right now Goofy's all alone on the site. He's having to do everything he can. Schrodinger's going to go inside with the satchel. Goofy's going to one-shot him into the head. Going to have to back off, but Prothragoras is going to ding him through the smoke of the Omen. So down goes Goofy. It's a 4v4 situation. Spike there has been planted. And now the Reagan Rattlers on the defensive side are trying to work their way towards the site to be able to retake. Shots going down between Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer's trying to slow by pressure. Sky Flash going down is going to take him down. Kimocal is going to take down Oppenheimer. So it's a 3v5 right now in Reagan's favor, but look at this huge lurk by Pythagoras. Oh my goodness, Pythagoras, the legend, the 4K, getting the pistol round at Avogadro there to take down Muncher. And here we go, a round win for the SST Scientists.
Yeah, it looks like this flank from the Omen was just enough to get rid of their whole team. It was fantastic flank from the side of Scientists. But yeah, we've been seeing this Schrodinger going with the satchel, like very aggressive satchel movement, and that did not work out for him, it seems like, on that first push out to that site. There's a very good shot from the side of Goofy.
Yeah, no, definitely. And right now the stats are a little unupdated so far, so have a little bit of technical difficulties. However, good pistol round by the Scientists, so we'll be able to see what's going to happen next going into these next few rounds as we're getting everything reset up once again. But yeah, it was a great execution by the Scientists. I think they played that pretty well. On the side of the Reagan Rattlers, they did what they could. They weren't expecting that lurk to come up from behind by Pythagoras. So
yeah, they did have 4 people in that hallway. They probably should have had someone looking for that flank.
Yep, and yeah, that's the problem when all your teammates are looking one lane and you have a lane open that could be potentially flanked. If a guy gets aggressive and pushes up, that'll happen.
Yeah, put themselves inside of a choke point when they had numbers advantage.
Yep, they were up 5-3 actually.
Yeah,
they got overtaken and overplayed on that one.
All right, and it looks like the pause is over now. And it looks like we have a full A push coming from the side of SST.
And I believe SST's up 1-0 already because they just won that pistol round. So now they should be buying right by.
Cover going out.
Yep. Oh, already coming out. Pythagoras with the one-tap.
Clearing out.
Onto Gecko. Gecko gets to get down on Kimikau. Gets shot down by Schrodinger. So they are going to work their way towards this A site. The rest of the team, Reagan Rattlers, are trying to rotate. Goofy takes on Schrodinger, trades it out with the Phoenix, gets taken down, and Oppenheimer plants a spike.
1 enemy remaining.
And we get, and Oppenheimer gets 2 frags immediately as they push down this hallway. And SST has been doing great at getting quick control of these sites.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they have definitely practiced this, team comp a lot. Getting the Rise satchels out there, getting the Omen smokes in the right spots, and the follow-up with the 2 initiator combo of getting, stuns and flashes out to cover their duelist.
Definitely, no, for sure. And I thought that was a really good execution from them. We're going into this 3rd round right now. It's looking like a full 5-stack mid by the Scientists. So they are going to work their way to the side. Phoenix is going to counter it with the double. Schrodinger and Oppenheimer get taken down. Even if they trades it out, takes on the Phoenix. Avogadro is going to plant down that spike. He's working his way up.
Spike
takes out Pythagoras.
1 enemy remaining.
Of that Omen. Kimikau takes down Evil Dave. Avogadro trades Kimikau. Gets taken down. Now Goofy finishes it off. Avogadro had nothing to do, and the Rattlers secure after they defuse the spike should get their first round win of the game.
They shut down this lead that SST had, and this is going to cost them in the eco round. They were very quick to buy their Vandals and armor, so this is going to hurt them.
Okay. Yep. Definitely. I think that full buy on the round 2, I mean, as much as it worked out, it also costed them because they paid a lot to do that. So now Reagan is looking good. And now we win to get some good buys into this 4th round going into. And now that the economy is balanced to die for them.
It's looking like they are going for a 4-man push on C, while their other teammate, makes some noise and takes out the A push. They don't. Omen gets the TP, hiding behind the box. They still think he's there, and they're wasting time.
Face your fear!
With the sawed-off, didn't do him much. The boombot got him. Evil Dave took down Kimikau as well, and they have taken C-side. Scientists. Gecko is lurking. Knows somebody's over here on the A side.
Spike planted.
So 1v1 on this part of the map. Everybody else is all over the other parts of the map.
Last player standing.
The Gecko got taken down by Evil Dave. Schrodinger takes down Goofy. Phoenix. unfortunately couldn't do much, and another round win for the Scientists.
Yeah, Reagan had a hard time realizing that the commitment was on C. They did not get the uptake very quickly, and it was just too slow to rotate. But it looks like Scientists are just, merry-go-rounding these sites, going from C to B to A with full-man, 5-man pushes.
Yep, I think the 5-man push is really benefiting in their favor too, because they're able to take onto that site super quickly as possible. Like we talked about earlier, Lotus is a very aggressive base map. If you get aggression really early in the game and really early in the round, it's really hard to retake sometimes.
Wow, they get the early pick from Schrodinger here with a satchel play and gets the ulti kill on the Gecko and is pushing so quickly onto site with putting a frag up in heaven, and they're getting the plants down.
Spike planted.
Muncher takes out Avogadro, trades it out.
Last player standing.
Evil Dave takes down Muncher. It's all up to the Phoenix in a 1v4. Has a spectacle where it gets 1, gets 2, almost gets 3, but it's just not enough. Schrodinger shuts it down, and the Scientists SFT take another round win, going up 4-2-1.
They're learning. It's not fast enough.
Yeah, Scientists still have this commanding lead, but it seems like they're getting a little sloppy, maybe slightly overconfident on these pushes.
Yeah, and that'll cost you if you can't execute it well. So they got to be careful when they execute and utilize their util, because you can't just waste it all at once.
That's right. And util costs money every round. You got to make sure you're utilizing it correctly, or it can cost you econ.
Yep. 100%. 100%. They need to look out for that as well when they go into these next few rounds. But right now, Scientists, they're looking good. They're looking hot. They're feeling it from the last game, but they can't let it fall away as the rest of the game comes out. Even if they're above, we saw what happened in their last one, so they just got to be careful.
And this might be, what ends up costing Scientists the last game is the consistent, easy wins on the attacker side and just not being able to follow through on defense.
Yep, and like you mentioned earlier, this is a very heavy attack-sided map because it's all about aggression, very close quarters, and a lot can happen super duper fast, and you can rotate pretty quickly. So they have a lot of options. If one site doesn't work, they could just go to another one. And if one site doesn't work, they can go back to the other. They can fake it. We saw a few fakes in the last few games, but we'll see if they can benefit off of this one.
So it seems like they're going for another 4-1 here on an A push. And Omen gets that quick one-shot on the Gecko once again. And a quick push, and they trade out a failed satchel play on the side of SST, but they are going to get the plant down and control of site. And it is now a 2v2. Phoenix is pushing down.
Last player standing.
Phoenix takes down Oppenheimer as he's crossing back. It's all up to Avogadro.
And they are going for they fake the defuse.
He TP'd out, but Omen is right here with him. So I don't know if they know Avogadro is right here. Spike has already been back.
One enemy remaining.
Avogadro takes down the Phoenix. Breach charge going down. Omen trades it out, takes down Avogadro, and the Rattlers are able to get this defuse just in time, and they should be able to get another round win. Yep, and they're down 2-4, but bringing back themselves into this game.
Yep, Rattler is not losing hope. They seem pretty confident they can bring this back. And again, we've got these, overconfident plays, I would say, coming from the side of SST. They are feeling themselves a little too much and being slightly too overconfident on these plays.
I am everywhere.
Yep, and I think it'll cost. It's very costly. They have to be very methodical in their, strategy.
Okay. And it seems like they're trying to take this just a little bit slower now. The 3-man push onto C, and nobody is covering C on the side of Reagan. They think it is a full A push again. And now SST is going for the full back all to C. And they still have not fully caught on that it's a C push. They are getting the bomb down. Yeah, they didn't realize that they were getting the push on C. Okay, but we have a refrag coming out from Phoenix. Yeah, and he is trying to close that door. He does not want to push that anymore.
There's a lot going on. Oppenheimer takes down Muncher. Chemical is going to trade out. Takes down Oppenheimer as well. It should be a 2-3.
One enemy remaining.
The defenders have an advantage in their lives, but right now it's all up to Chemical with the classic. Goes down, gets taken down by Evil Dave, and once again, Scientists going up another round.
That was a good use of util from the side of SST, as well as a great push, realizing that Reagan is going to commit fully to B and A, and nobody was watching C at all, and then just putting smokes down so they could not push.
Yep. I think the Reagan Rattlers, they were caught off guard on that one because they weren't expecting it, and so unfortunately the Sky popped the ult a little too early before they were even getting near the site, which would have been more beneficial. She knew for sure that they were pushing up, but yeah, I think that ult also cost them because that could have been a really good delay to be able to maintain that site.
Yeah, that's very true. We have stun and util coming out, another satchel play coming out from Schrodinger, and he gets a frag from it.
Goofy got taken down by Schrodinger.
And now they are getting control of C. Commanding control with this smoke here. And Schrodinger is holding this angle, backing off a little bit from the Gecko. Knows that the Omen is there with the smoke and gets Phoenix.
Phoenix gets taken out by Schrodinger. He gets another one on the Gecko. Traded out by Chemical. Oppenheimer takes down Muncher. It is a 1v3. Is all up to Chemical with the Spectre. Has a lot of real estate to work with. Doesn't have the firepower, but he has the util. He's going to use a flash, but he's taken down by Evil Dave. And once again, SST holding it down strong.
Speak up and ask
SST
questions.
still, they seem to work better off of these quick plays, but they are switching up their strategy. They realize that being a one-trick pony is not going to win you the game. They are realizing, hey, we've got to play it slow sometimes, but when they see the opportunity, they are going for these quick plays, 5-man rushes.
Now we win.
Again.
Yep, and these 5-man rushes are great strategy on the Scientists. We've seen these in past games. It's been working well for them on the attack side, on the Lotus specifically, and their comp is really good when they work together.
We have the Frag and Boombot coming out.
Off your feet!
Oh my god, he is not able to get a kill.
Clearing out!
Yeah, he was caught off guard there, bad.
And Rise gets the kill.
Yeah, Schrodinger used the Raze ult and destroyed the Gecko in the corner.
One enemy remaining.
No, who's there? Oh, Goofy is getting Goofy kills. He's just got a double on Oppenheimer and Schrodinger. So now, I believe it is a 1v2, and he's working his way back to 1v3. Has a Vandal to work with.
He's gonna
half HP.
Just dropping down.
Drop down. Evil Dave heard that. Evil Dave gets taken down. Avogadro trades it out.
And Goofy does not have enough health to get that second kill there. But it was a good effort from the side of Reagan.
Okay, my arms are good. We can go.
Yep. I don't think that Gecko was expecting that to happen. I think the Gecko thought he was outside of that range.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was crouched. He was sitting there still. He was not moving. It's not like he gave himself away, but Schrodinger just had a feeling and shot in that direction, and I think it was more of like a lucky shot. He wasn't expecting it.
I wish my Raze ult did that. Every time I shoot, I always hit him.
Okay, another 5-man push, it looks like, onto C. They're coming out here with the blinds, and a stun coming out here.
Face your fear!
And they are using ultis. Faye ulti is coming out with another satchel charge, and Schrodinger has control of site again. And they are planting.
Yep, and I think Reagan knows this, that they do a really aggressive push, so they're just doing full retakes at this point.
Yeah,
they know that that's going to hold them enough on the site by itself, so they would rather just push the site together and
wait out the
My ultimate's ready.
It's really helping them in their moments. Right now, Phoenix with a big flank, Gecko with a good flash to counter. Flash Goofy and Muncher popping off with the Stingers. The Stingers are coming alive right now against the Scientists, but the Scientists are holding it down.
One enemy remaining.
Phoenix, I believe, is one of the couple left remaining. It's Evil Dave. All of the hope for the Scientists to hold this spike down. Goofy is super lit up. Macau is going to stick it. Possibly, as Evil Dave is gonna...
One enemy remaining.
Takes down Goofy. Does he have enough time to defuse the spike, though?
Does not look like it. That was a good double peek on the side of Reagan, but they just did not have enough time to get the defuse.
Yep. Unfortunately, was not enough time. They won it, but they lost it.
And I believe that Kimikau even got it up to half defuse, and it just still wasn't enough.
I believe if Kimikau stuck it to that half, I think he could have gotten it to half and then traded out his Goofy, who was the other teammate that died, and then he probably would have defused the spike just in time.
Yeah, it's a hard call to make in that split second.
Definitely, for sure.
It looks like it's going to be another C push with a 2-man pushing A. They're trying to, convince the enemy team that they are pushing in this direction. And they get a pick off on the sky.
Yep, and they're already starting to rotate. Yep, they're full committing to A now. Ooh, Gecko's getting a spicy. He's getting a little aggressive.
And he's just not able to do anything with it. And they are getting the plant down on A,
Spike
and it
planted.
looks like Phoenix and Astra are going to have to take this all by themselves.
And the dog actually saved them a couple bullets, took it like a tank, and then Goofy gets a double on Oppenheimer Schrodinger. So there's down those two. Muncher is kind of cornered right now by the Vise and the
Last player standing.
He's gonna pop his smokes. Evil Dave takes out Phoenix. Phoenix takes an Avogadro. Muncher's gonna TP past the smoke, but Evil Dave is there ready to go and wins another round for the team.
Yeah,
Last round before the switch.
The blind TP might have been the wrong play there. Not exactly sure what he's going into, and it's what got him killed.
I think he probably expected the Vise to be a little bit more deeper or a different area. But either way.
Now we wait.
Okay, and it's the 12th round with a 9-2 favoring SST here. Let's hope they don't get into the 3-9, which seems to be the magic number for the comeback.
We'll see. We'll see. Like we said, it's
Not ready yet. Good hit.
Rattlers, if they can hang, just chance. They might have a chance. Still not over till it's over. Skydog's going out to counter everything. Oppenheimer's trying to fight. The rest of the team, Skyult's going down. A lot of util being used. Moment Spike has already been planted. Muncher gets a double on Evil Dave and Pythagoras. So Oppenheimer's gonna fade hold this. Muncher with the judge. He's judgmental, and Avogadro and Muncher are doing everything they can to keep the Rattlers rattling their snakes right now. They are doing everything they can. Spike has still been planted. They need to defuse it. They're working their way towards the site. They have no idea where the remaining chamber is. 1v1 situation. Muncher thinks he's up there, but he doesn't realize that he's right behind. He has 30 HP. Is it enough time to hold breach? Oh, goes down by Avogadro, who solidifies it at the end of the first half, and Muncher gets taken down. SST 10-2.
This is a great
Switching
call
sides.
from the Breach, using that ulti, knowing that it is swapping sides here, and there's no use to hold onto it for that long and winning them the round.
Yep. Definitely couldn't agree more on that one. That was a good hold by the Breach, and yeah, I just think there was a little bit of miscommunication with the Muncher. I think Muncher probably thought he was already up top in their spawn. A little did he know he was behind him the entire time.
Yeah, he did have extra utility. He should have smoked off each entry point and then gone for the defuse, but it's a hard call to make. He did only have a judge, but that would have been the ace for him. If he had gotten that last kill, he had a 4K at the point.
Yeah, and he almost clutched that for the team, but unfortunately fell short. And here we are going into the second half, pistol round. SST have the advantage, 10-2 right now. Schrodinger and Oppenheimer get a little bit aggressive. This is A. Gecko Flash goes down to counter it. A lot of shots going down.
And Reagan is not able to push here. Schrodinger and Oppenheimer
Go
keeping them
away.
pushing, but they do get a 1-for-1.
Yep. And Bleach Flash. Perfect Bleach Flash right there.
Spike
so
down
Avogadro
A.
takes down the Phoenix.
I have the spike.
After Schrodinger got taken down, so good hold from them. But a little bit they know, they are actually slowly getting flanked by a defensive player.
Down.
And here he comes, Pythagoras. That's what he does. Kimikal caught him off guard.
Last player standing.
Silence takes down the
Spike
spike,
down
and
A.
wow! Pythagoras goes nuts with the flank. Wow.
Goofy ended up whiffing his shots there on an easy target and cost them the round.
Oh no. I don't think they were expecting that.
Yeah. Did he run out of ammo there?
Yeah, he ran out of ammo and his mag, and then the other guy, he had the
Now
double
we
barrel
win.
Yeah.
the shorty, and so he had to reload.
Yeah.
So it just perfectly worked out for the reload.
Yeah, unlucky on the side of Reagan.
Because that's an easy kill if they hit their shots and then like don't run out of ammo for sure. Ooh, Bucky Avogadro. He's gonna slice him up like it's an avocado. Let's see what he's gonna do. Ooh. Raise. Got a little. Oh, okay. Interesting.
So we had the TP come off from the Omen.
Spike down B.
He's just feeling it right now. Right now he knows that the Gecko and the other Vi's Goofy are over here. Spike has already been dropped. I believe it's already back to B. So yeah, they gotta figure this out for the next minute. There are, I believe,
It's a
two
2v2.
Yeah, so they got the spike. It is not towards B. It was right here in the mid. And Goofy.
They are going for another B push. Or no, they are switching over to C.
Yeah. They're going to work their way towards C, but Evil Dave is hearing all their movements right now. He's letting his teammate Schrodinger know that they're going there. Schrodinger is just
One enemy remaining.
Goofy was doing everything he
Spike
could.
down.
Evil Dave gets the
Blinding
kill
crack.
through
Flash
the wall.
Spike has
Good
been
hit.
dropped. He had
Retrieving
Spike.
flash.
30 seconds left. It is all
Last
up
player
to
standing.
Gecko in a 1v1 against Evil Dave. Evil Dave has the better weapon, but Gecko, he is not
30
walking.
seconds
He's
left.
full sprinting, and this is allowing the Vi's of Evil Dave to...
Gecko does have full health here. He might,
got
and
the
he
spike.
has the spike. And he is not able to get his mouse quick enough on the head of Evil Dave, and Evil Dave kills him.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Evil Dave
Match
heard him
point.
the entire time right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, exactly.
That's why you gotta walk in those moments. You can't make a lot of noise because you don't want the opponent to just know exactly where you are.
Yeah, you can't get too panicked in these 1v1 situations. Having a cool head and think this out is very important. But it is now 12-2 on the side of SST. This could be the last round.
Could be match point for SST. Reagan, this is all down to the wire. It all comes down to this. What are they going to do? It's looking like an eco round because a lot of sheriffs are coming out, so it's a little scary. But Evil Dave's all alone right here. I believe he has the bulldog in this corner. Going down with the flash. I'm shocked they haven't utilized the Gecko for the spikes to be planted. Or the little guy.
Yeah, it's you know, Evil Dave gets a frag here off Muncher, which is really bad because they do not have smoke walls. Evil Dave is fragging, he's flashed, and he gets killed, and then Aggro gets BP in response.
One enemy remaining.
Now Oppenheimer with the
Spike
collateral
down,
headshot in the back. Oh my
Defenders
goodness.
win.
And SST, they win their game 13-2 in a nice dominant fashion.
Yep, that was a great game from SST. A little sloppy in the beginning and lost them 2 rounds, but then they were able to clean it up and win pretty handedly.
Yeah, and you know that's the SST that we know of. You know, that's their true performance right there, and they showed it. And they showed, you know, they maintained it throughout the entirety of the game, and they didn't let it slip away. And unfortunately, the Rattlers, they just didn't have a chance to really bring themselves back into that game.
Yeah, that is kind of the shame of you know, not managing eco very quickly or very well. You know, you need that econ to go well for you in order to get these guns and this util that you need to be able to win the rounds.
Yep, definitely. And that's the thing, like, you have to utilize the util in a good way. Like, for example, like the Gecko, I didn't see one plant by the you know, his little minion that he can use to plant.
And especially considering that he, in that last 1v1, could have utilized that. He had the spike. He could have gone back, started the plant, and then watched for the last man, but was not able to.
Yeah, just mismanagement.